Okay, we are live.
You're live.
I am. And you eat this popcorn.
Oh,
It
man.
looks delicious.
Say thank you first.
Thank you, Cindy.
She made me an extra tray for my family.
I mean, you say that, Mad Claw? I'm going to gesture over to the Tabletop RPGs channel so that you know why we're 11 minutes late.
It's probably something that Brayden did.
Technically, yeah.
Not many, but if it wasn't, we'd blame you anyway.
Accurate. That is ridiculously good.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty tasty.
How's everyone doing?
Does it require concentration? It doesn't.
Tasting it.
Hello.
I don't know if
thank
you heard earlier, but thank you for the baklava. It is delicious. I am enjoying it because Callahan set the tray in front of me. I can't help myself.
Well, now you took two. You
I
just
did.
messed that up. You got to eat them
gotta
both.
eat
It's a
Yep,
rule.
It's a rule. You're
Counts
right.
as one piece.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely right.
Yeah, stop screwing it up, Brayden.
Snackies is delicious.
It's pretty good, but save some for Shane
Oh my dad.
and maybe Phil.
Probably Phil. He did snow blow the driveway.
I'm gonna have one of these.
Oh,
All right, let's see. I'm gonna leave the chocolate one for Shane, and I'm gonna try one of these little tube-looking thingies. No, that's what I had last time.
Wait, this came from a baklava place?
I'm gonna try this one.
Uh-oh.
That's mine. You're gonna go in my tummy. Is baklava vegan? I can't remember.
I got no idea.
I don't know.
We're doing a D&D 2-shot, but we have to wait for Shane and Phil to get back.
Does anyone know if oh, hello everyone. Is baklava vegan? I want to say it is.
Dribbles, Kronos, hello. A room dedicated to baklava, I must have.
Too much baklava would make me sick.
Too much of anything technically will make anyone sick.
Incorrect. I can eat fried. Well, no, I eat fried chicken.
I was going to say, that's not true. Try again. Like, you picked the one thing that I could directly call you out on and go, no, that's patently false.
I don't know. I'm sure there's something.
Honey is classified as meat and bees are considered fish. I was going to say, a lot of things are coming together. No wonder I love honey so much.
It's true.
There are distinctly worse reasons.
Tax purposes. Accurate. Also, welcome, Death Scythe. Same reason they're considered fish. Jeez.
Is it dumb reasons?
It's dumb reasons.
I love dumb reasons.
Don't we all?
America.
If I go again on the weekend, I appreciate that. I would totally go check that out. That sounds awesome. And that is ridiculously good. This is... So, to tell you a quick little story, the last time I had baklava was when I was in Las Vegas. And it should have been amazing. And we got it from this... We got it from a pizza place, but it was a local pizzeria. they did a ridiculously good sourdough crust pizza. Like some of the best.
Go
I've had.
on.
Yeah. Imagine sourdough, and then laden with toppings, predominantly meats.
Meat sweats.
And if you wanted it to be more conveniently portable, they also made it in a cone.
But would they shove it in my pie hole? I've seen the pizza cones.
They were good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. In fact, when I first found out about them, I tried to find out how to get a machine so I could bring it to Iowa, because that shit would sell here.
It would, in a heartbeat. Like,
So,
if you had a good pizza, that shit would sell here.
right.
For
But
sure.
also, putting it in cone form makes it portable.
Yes, which is pizza's greatest failing, apart from the calzone.
Get out of here! Oh
So-
my.
We got this baklava, and it was like $7. And we got... Our $7 of baklava maybe was this square of baklava here.
That is not a lot of baklava.
There was no bottom portion to it. It was just the top part, and it
makes
was
me sad.
dry.
Oh, God.
I was just like, we paid $7 for this.
Did they know that they were doing something wrong? They did? Okay.
I mean, we
at
did
that
not
point,
call
I
them to
don't know how
complain,
you
but
cannot.
come on, if you're selling baklava and you
Tell Nate to
present
check
us
his
with
phone.
this,
That's you. You need to check your phone. I'm not Brayden, but I
apparently you're
can
supposed to
relay
check your
instructions.
phone.
Check your phone.
I'm aware. No.
Them's fighting words.
What's
I
he
mean-
care? He's the DM. He does what he wants.
If anybody wants to fight me, they can try. I have a car and I'm good at driving. Fuck you.
Accurate. All of these things are accurate. So yeah. This is actual baklava and is absolutely delicious.
It was good. I like it. It's the flaky, multiple layers of. I don't know. I don't want to call it a crust. It's
Pastry.
yes.
You wanna call
thank
it
you.
pastry.
I do want to call it pastry. Thank you. I knew it was the
That's
wrong word. Yeah, that it's delightful. It's the texture you see
Yes.
and the flavor. It's pretty good.
If you get the chance, amazing. Okay. Interesting. They don't want to fight the DM. We still have Sunday to worry about. Yeah, that's fair. This should actually probably be catharsis for a lot of Sunday group because they get to watch Nathan's shenanigans be inflicted upon us.
It's gonna be a good time.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually pretty excited. I am thrilled with the characters we came up with. I haven't read your backstory. I assume it's great.
Yeah. I mean, I can give it to you.
No, I assume it's great.
It's a first draft.
I assume it's great.
I could have done better.
You'll have time.
I was rushed.
Well, you
How?
have until
You had
Shane
10
gets here,
days.
so-
How were you rushed?
Some of that was taken up by
No, it
a
wasn't.
procedure.
It was supposed to be done Monday.
I've been very busy.
I was gonna say, don't feed me I was rushed. Don't even.
I was.
The assignment was build a D&D character. You have 10 days to do it, and the due date is before your procedure.
I got that. You're supposed to drink it, not breathe it. What's wrong with
That
you?
smells so good.
No.
It does smell really
Don't encourage him.
Don't let him tell you what to do.
I won't. That tea's delicious. Even if it had a surprise tea leaf in it. That I was not prepared for. Callahan, help me make a brick pizza oven.
I mean, you already make a strong argument.
So Trident, yes, he is. You can even put exclamation Callahan in the chat to see that he did do it. He did do the assignment.
I did.
You can also see why we were late going live tonight.
I'm apparently bad at posting in multiple locations.
Takes real skill to be that bad.
It's true.
I'm proud of what I stitched together. This is very nice.
You did better than I did.
I mean, yeah, it's
readable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very nice.
It's what we got. That's what we're looking at.
I'm proud of me.
You're done good.
We can have the most delicious pizza. Also, I do ask that you not use this redemption yet, but for those of you who are here early, if I might draw your attention down to the channel point redemptions, you will see that there is a new redemption item for tonight. It is called Magic Item. You pay 1,000 channel points, you suggest a magic item for Nathan to give us, and we may or may not get it.
And cursed is technically in there.
Oh, yeah.
Cursed items are acceptable. Homebrew items are acceptable. Things out of the DMG are acceptable. Whatever pops into your heads. I get veto power, though.
Yep, that's how that works.
Or I might twist it just a little bit to make it fit.
Nathan's a little quiet. And in fairness, he's got a DM screen between him and the mic.
I can speak up a little bit. That shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Can you hear him a little better now?
All right.
Yeah, there is actually a microphone close to him. There's just a DM screen kind of between him and
it's a shotgun style mic.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
maybe angle the mic up so that it's a little less pointed at the DM screen.
It's a likely story.
Yeah, without giving me one of my own, that's probably about the best you're going to be able
I mean,
to
I could
manage.
give you one of your own, actually, if you wanted.
That might actually be desirable.
You're gonna get one of the battery pack thingies that you have to hook on your belt. You can't forget to shut it off when you pee, or people can hear it.
I will make sure never to shut it off. Good to know.
Just hover the microphone by the toilet seat.
Yeah, just inflict it on everything.
It's called sharing.
Exactly, you get it.
Sharing is caring.
I mean, it can be. Sometimes it's just funny.
A lot of wisdomous things come from your mouth.
I mean, they're wisdom-like. They're formatted like wisdom, like you can format a statement like a joke.
I see. Oh, I don't have speak with plants. How unfortunate. Okay.
I'm sure it's fine. You're definitely not going to encounter plant monsters.
You're a liar.
I am. But at least I don't try to hide it.
It's true. Let's see.
It's alright, I don't speak plant anyway.
Okay, go ahead, Nathan.
1, 2, 1, 2. How's the sound?
Testicles. Testicles.
I mean, if that's what you're into.
Testicles.
Nice open fire, get you some butter, just fry those right up.
Healing word.
Oh, we have all of it. Very nicely sounding. Now we can hear all the clicky clacks of doom. Excellent.
Perfect.
I am glad to have been of assistance, and we have learned something about our sound setup today.
I wish we had a camera where they could preview his dice rolls before he did some smackins.
Yeah, it's almost like we could have had an overhead camera that could have done exactly that thing. Would have been majestic.
I mean, that does
But
sound
I'm going
great.
to just relegate that to the land of imagination and dreams.
Imagination and dreams. You're supposed to let those die.
I'm told.
That's what the man tells you.
It is what
So
the
you
man
kill him
tells you.
instead.
I am busy figuring out what spells do because I have never played a cleric in 5e before.
Ooh, fun.
Ah.
So, you know.
See, I thought you were further along than this because you and Eric had this conversation on Sunday where Eric told you how to build a nature cleric.
I hadn't picked out my spells. He said correct for everything that I had picked out so far.
Correct. He did. He could if he wants to. I'm not going to, I'm not necessarily going to encourage that. But yeah, we're basically waiting for Shane to get off of work, so... But we didn't want to leave you hanging for an hour, so we're going to hang out and chat here until Shane and Phil wander in.
He'll get here eventually. Probably.
Probably.
Probably. Right.
I'm told.
It's not supposed to snow until later. Midnight, I think.
Yeah, 11 midnight.
It's going to be
thereabouts.
bullshit? Is that correct?
Oh, 100%. I'm not going to work tomorrow.
I was going to say, I know that the word blizzard, and I didn't pay attention to the number of inches because regardless, I have to get up tomorrow and shovel it. So that's just why get the extra bad news.
Well, here's the thing. You do technically have to get up and shovel it, but it's going to snow all through the day tomorrow, so...
Oh,
Cool
God.
beans. So I get to do it twice.
Maybe 3 times.
Ah.
Because it's also going to be windy.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, really glad I went out and stocked up on stuff. You know,
Mhm.
when the first snows were coming in.
Yeah, they're talking 7 to 14 inches.
Oh, God.
On top of, the foot we got on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I forgot there's an ice storm mixed in there, too.
Oh,
Because the
fucking
hits
wonderful.
just keep on coming. And then we get Arctic air and sub-zero temperatures when it's done.
I did see the temperature was going to
Mm-hmm.
drop like 10 degrees a day. I'm like, fuck that noise.
If winter could just not give us the full tour of the whole season in a week,
yeah,
I'd appreciate
I'm very
Yeah,
upset.
I mean, it stayed away for months. Like, we're fine with that, but if it wanted to sneak in earlier, it should have just said something.
It's pretty wild. I mean, the farmers will be happy.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting a lot of that moisture we badly, badly need. Because even via snow, this is at least a substantial amount of water.
Very much so.
Mine is also not strong enough for this.
What isn't strong enough?
Snowblower.
Oh, mine is. It's one of those nice ones. I did have to poke it free one time in the very beginning because I was trying to run it with the choke way down, so it didn't have all the power, and it got filled up with the slushy stuff. So I did have to poke that free with the
Yeah, I was
little
going to
stick.
say, it's too heavy for that noise.
And now that it's had a chance to dry, I'm going to do the thing that I forgot to do, and that's spray it with the Teflon spray. That and my
good
shovel.
plan.
And that way it just comes right off of it. So but I was busy last time. Oh. That's funny.
Mine is an electric battery operated one. Oh, no.
Well,
So I'll do it like 5 times. Yeah, mine runs on gas, so I'm still probably going to end up having to do it 3 times, depending on how bad the blowing is.
Ooh, I'm gonna need a material component, which means I'm gonna have to get rid of something. Brayden. I'm gonna get rid of Brayden.
I recommend against that.
Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that Brayden is not a part of your inventory.
Could be. You don't know.
I think he does know. Well, actually, you didn't show him your character sheet, so maybe he doesn't know.
No, I did.
Oh, no, he did. I didn't see you in there, but I can't count out that he won't... I don't know how much your character costs, but I assume he doesn't have the money for that.
Yeah, he does not. I'm very expensive.
Very
Premium.
expensive.
Because
No,
you'd have to rent me
but-
from Shane's character, and that's a problem.
Oh, God.
Because Shane's character won't let me go cheap.
I need 100 gold pieces. With
Use your divine focus, you don't need material components. He might have something particularly pricey.
You know what? I am
Shane
going
must
to
have gotten that
get
work
rid
early.
of...
Excellent.
I'm getting rid of the Stone of Good Luck, because it's game-breaking anyway, and I'm just going to take 500 gold pieces worth of diamonds.
Fair enough.
Ah, I know what you're fishing for.
Welcome.
Hey, do you filter snow in your shoes?
That's fair.
Why didn't you park over there?
Because my car is front-wheel drive only, and I wasn't 100% sure that I'd be able to get out.
That's a good reason.
He makes a good...
That is
We had
a
a
very
I was
good
gonna say,
reason.
in case you don't want.
He makes good logic.
Besides, the entire side street back there is plowed, so I just parked over there. I've done it a couple of times.
I just was like, I gave enough room for everybody to get in and out.
You did. It wasn't much, and if I slip, I don't want to scrape up somebody's car.
Fair.
You just leave a note, or not.
And out or just.
I did not print yours out, but I can.
I
Give me
would
a moment.
appreciate that. Thank you so much. I know I'm being presumptive there, but despite being a good day, it's been a long day.
No, I understand.
We live?
Yes, we are.
You did not give me nearly as much homework as Callahan did.
Did he ever get the character sheet out to the Discord?
Yes and no. I posted it
So no.
twice, but it didn't go out, so,
So no.
nobody got it, and...
That's a lot of words to say no.
Not right now.
Yeah.
It's chocolate coffee. Stout.
Interesting.
You didn't bring me any?
You want one? They're in the fridge.
In a little bit.
They're in the fridge.
So would an off-camera strip like help
This
our
is
chances
even
with a DM, or do you not want to see that?
Just so
crap?
you don't, like...
I'll
I don't know, I'll take it.
I'm back. Welcome back.
And you're a whore. Yeah, that mass healing word just kind of sucks. I might have to...
It's good for getting a whole party up quickly,
I already...
and that's about it.
But I have
Yeah.
mass cure wounds.
Callahan.
Mass Cure Wound sucks.
Callahan.
That's 3d8 plus 5. Mass healing word is 1d4 plus 5.
Mass Healing Word's a bonus action, which means you can also throw a cantrip.
What? What's your problem with your face? Oh, is that for me? I said
No.
later. Oh, just smell it? Ooh, coffee.
And Phil vanishes behind the DM screen.
Yeah, I'm wondering
There
if
you
I
go.
should.
Oh, hold on.
You guys can move that over or something. Move over or something.
Oh, am I being
Don't
split or
spill.
something?
No, we're all in here, but I gotta remember I have to sit up.
I mean, I can.
Nobody
I
needs
can
to see
probably
your face
shrink this
anyway.
down to like
Hey,
2
lovely
panels
people,
and be okay.
doing new job,
Hello.
kind of crazy. Love your faces. Need 7 minutes, and then I'm down here, and I'm all yours.
You heard him. And he's not going to wear pants.
I mean, I'm already not. I already went down to the shorts.
It's true.
Alrighty. How's everybody been doing tonight? Any good stories come out while I was gone?
Nothing too crazy.
I think
I just asked Callahan a few times.
he said he was going to kill you. Something.
I do remember something about that. I wasn't paying very close attention.
Exactly.
The words accident
poison.
and unintentional were thrown in there.
I mean, they might try and kill me once I tell them my.
Nobody cares.
I'm sure it's
name.
fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's genius move though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
They had to take it, right?
Absolutely.
When you have
Didn't have a
expensive
choice.
spell components, it is much easier to spend your money. Just saying. I can only do this 5 times. And I'm going to charge you.
Joke's on you, I have no
Hey,
money.
I have no money.
Interesting.
So is there room to bring the DM screen in closer to you, Nate?
Yeah, that's what I'm
'Cause I'm
thinking.
trying to work around Phil's nonsense. That's a little better.
Okay. We
If
can
Phil hangs out there, that works, and then if we can
bring this
bring that in, there
so
we
it's
go.
actually touching.
Do you need any magnetized things or anything for what you're doing, or are you just hiding dice rolls?
I'm deciding dice rolls. I've
Okay.
also got like info and stuff back here.
Okay. Do you want things to put on the panels, or are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. Because that is a thing those can do. I can hand you metal sheets and magnets.
I brought this thing.
Oh, even better. That's,
Yeah.
That's slick. All right.
You'll get nothing and like it.
I will.
I like it. Figured it would be silly not to show off the fancy wood panel DM screen.
Indeed. It's quite nice.
It's about fancy.
Macklaw's already yelling at you. Use divine focus, and you don't need material components.
Yeah, but for some of the expensive ones, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, if you have to ask the price, you can't afford it.
Oh yeah, there was Callahan was under the impression he was going to get rid of me in his inventory for spell components, and I pointed out that that wasn't going to work out real well.
This spell calls for a loser's toe.
I don't see any losers here except you.
Well, I'm not putting my toes in there, so
Well, it sucks to be you.
it's
That
got to be you.
I'm not a loser. I don't qualify.
I don't know. You do seem like the nerdiest one in the bunch.
And are you suggesting that nerds are losers? Because I think that's
No,
false.
I'm
He
suggesting
deserves
that
it.
you're a nerdy loser.
And
It can be both.
those are bold words from someone who gave me a Photoshop assignment.
Oh wait, I need to look other stuff. up.
Tiki sauce, tikka sauce.
Man,
cheese,
I
and
misspelled
chicken.
so much on this sheet.
Probably not bad, Sinneth. Probably not bad at
There's
all.
so
That
many
would probably be
spelling
really
errors.
good if it was
Okay.
done right. Yeah, we've got Phil Moore in there now. That's good. You can see most of Phil.
Yes.
Oh. No, there was something else that I.
We're
could do
professionals.
quick.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think that's about as good as we're gonna get.
No, that's actually pretty good. As long as Phil doesn't hunch down.
Well, and I'm trying to see where Shane fits in here. Like, me and Shane are going to be pretty.
Cozy. There's
Yeah.
no real help for that, I'm afraid.
No, that's fine. I just. It's either that or I start humping this table leg, one of the two.
Would be less than ideal for all parties involved.
Ah, I left
I
it.
probably will wind up
All right.
straddling it at some point. Just because sitting like that.
Maybe make the crust
Is
with a
not-
yogurt sauce to give it
Yeah.
with yogurt to
Actually,
give it
that's
a
a better
non-like
call.
flavor. Ooh, a yogurt.
I find that my water bottle sits really well on that cord hydrant behind.
Or
the
you
other
could do a
side.
sourdough crust. That would be pretty good, and would be able
That's
to
usually
take a
where
lot
my
of that.
mine sits every day.
Sourdough crust might
I-
be good.
As much as I love this table, this nut holder is not
You made the tea.
helpful.
No,
It's made for glasses.
Now
like
that I know it
not for
exists.
Well,
Tikka
in the
poutine
end, it
sounds
should've been all the way
amazing.
out. Like here,
Then again,
there's no.
its
thing.
team
Sounds
is
fun.
amazing.
So.
It's all the things you want.
I don't know if it's all the things I want. Poutine is good on its own. You could easily screw that up. Something that's already good.
Hey Nathan,
you
you
could,
get
but
your green dragon to
if you
throw at
use
him.
tikka instead of gravy,
Maybe.
They
I
use
could
what
see-
instead of gravy?
if you did like tikka masala sauce,
Yeah, I could see that.
I could see that. Delicacy. Ooh.
The only way to know for sure is to put 2 steaming piles in front of me and to have me eat them both. And then do it again so that I can judge them. It's true.
You're so expensive.
It's also true.
At the end, feel free to gorge on my pizza when it gets here, because my free food new job benefit was use it or lose it this week. So
The bribe is appreciated.
Woohoo! Oh, baklava?
It's good.
hi
He's
everyone,
real.
love your faces.
The one piece I had was very good.
Ooh.
So, now that everybody's here, would everybody like to know what my character's name is?
It's gonna be a pun that makes you punch you in the face.
Is it Stinky
Possibly.
Webfoot?
Nope.
What is it?
Mortal.
It's not that bad.
He's mortal the turtle.
I mean, a pencil for stabbing.
Oh, crap!
That came out a little further than I thought.
Do you, is there anything you pick up at this house that you don't destroy, Phil?
Actually, I'm kind of known for that.
Jesus.
The
Loss
table
of
has
math, hopes of victory in a game you're possibly ahead in.
the table has taken
The
your
table.
vengeance for you.
Oh, wow.
Brandon's gaming table.
Jesus, Phil. Alright, well, I'm going to get these put over to YouTube
Okay,
real
so I'll move
quick.
that over here. Divine Strike. That's important.
There were the pencils over here, Brandon.
The-
I buy like
The pencils are on the blue tub there.
Okay. I was gonna say, if we were missing some, I buy like an entire batch for Saturday and Sunday group every 3 months, and then they're all
I think
gone.
there's one in the
Like,
Same thing happened to me. I had to buy a new pack
for
just for my
health
wood
reasons.
workshop.
Because I figure I
we
might
had
take
to
it.
have dropped 20 just from what I bought. Anyway, delightful to have you here.
It's
Wonderful
true.
to be here.
Not the
And
first
because of
snap out
weather,
the night.
if any of you from further away don't feel safe getting home, we have places to sleep. Just want to
Yep.
get that out of the way, safety first.
Yep.
We're getting part 2 of Snowpocalypse 2024 tonight into tomorrow.
Let's see. And what's your character's name? It's throwing me off because I think we actually have relatively similar names.
Lyra.
Lyra
Yep.
and Yala.
Yeah, that's they're weirdly close enough.
I did roll stupid good stats.
Oh yeah, I did classic Shane. 2 shit, 1 average, and 3 holy fuck. It must be a one shot.
Yeah. I
Sleep
was
over at
mildly
the Meatland
impressed.
house. Welcome in, Sorless. You're just in time for us to get
Sleeples.
started. And you can live off the baklava. It's true. It's really good baklava.
Baklava.
I do
It's
know
fun
the
to
one
say,
with the
too.
chocolate on top is
So you
delicious.
won't starve.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Well, you might if you're
May
safe.
it
Thank
be
you,
the
Senate.
last part, indeed.
I left the chocolate one for you.
So do we need to introduce ourselves to?
We probably should. That seems like a good way to lead in.
Okay. And question for the DM real quick,
Yes.
because I like fucking with table reads.
Yes.
Can we please just be coming off a long rest, because that would affect my introduction.
Yes.
Thank you. Whoever would like to begin.
I thought you were going to.
Oh, well, I can do that. Just one quick thing. Who has a player's handbook?
Yo.
Look up disintegrations for me.
Ooh, that's 60-10, I believe.
Oh, no, it's... No.
10d10?
Give me a second.
I'm gonna try one of the
Also the
triangle
extras.
ones.
If it's 60-10, it's got a plus stapled to it.
There's a plus 40. I just don't know what the dice were.
Oh, God.
Is it 60-10?
Disintegrate... 10d6
Oh, 10d6.
plus 40.
That's a lot.
I mean, that would make sense, and we would actually probably all really enjoy the games being played if we did a 24-hour land.
Oh God.
Okay, so yeah, I think this would be a relevant question before game, but how many hit points do you have?
Me?
Yes.
120.
Okay, thank God. Anyway,
Beautiful.
so it occurred to me I didn't know his hit points, so this might have been a very bad time to be cheeky. But anyhow, hello everyone. I am Yala Gemcutter, one badass bitch of a dwarven sorceress, standing 4'11". She wears half plate. Is known for being wildly chaotic for a dwarf, and got her powers because one time when the dwarves dug too deep, found an aboleth, it basically brainwashed the rest of the party, and she was so stubborn, instead of pulling away from it, she grabbed its psionic attack, grabbed more of it for herself, put down those weak dwarves, including that freaking cleric who only had one job and didn't do it, put them to final rest, and walked away as the voice in her head kept screaming for her to come back and serve or give back the power she kept pulling away from it. She didn't either. No one could tell her what to do. Possibly the weirdest decision of her life, but one that she treasures, is that she fell head over heels in love for the most dwarvish looking elf you have ever seen in your life. And while she definitely believes that Lyra looked much better with the belt and the beard, and thinks she sold it just to spite her,
Oh, you're married.
she loves her. She loves her spouse passionately. There is no one she cares about more. She's fiercely loyal. But as anyone knows in a dwarven relationship, you can't have a strong sword without striking metal in the fire. And so words get thrown around like exploding bar, throwing fireballs, reckless endangerment, body count. But if an occasional domestic goes a little bit sideways in public, that just makes us stronger in the long run. And it's not completely her fault that we were banned from the previous town with the law on our heels.
I mean, you only burned down one of the royal treasure vaults. It's fine.
Also, the turtle insulted her spouse and said he couldn't take a hit. So she hit him with a 98-point disintegration spell before the long rest. Good thing you didn't get down there to 0, because I wouldn't have brought you back. I don't want to have my disintegration back, so I did the long rest.
Yay!
Glad you hit over 100. That would have been awkward otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We can't bring you back if I disintegrate you. Anyway, love, would you like to go next?
Sure. My name is Lyra Terranshire. I once went on an adventure, and then I met this dwarf in a bar. And life is peculiar. You never know what you're going to find when you leave the homeland. And I found beauty where I was not expecting it. But Valyala's beauty is magnificent. Her words are very cutting sometimes, so we disagree about many a thing.
Is that a jeweler pun? Did you just throw a jeweler pun at me when we're introducing ourselves to these nice people?
And what if I did?
Oh, look at me. I'm clever. So clever that I got 50,000 gold in student loans. I'm still paying off for what my wonderful spouse can do anyway.
No one can prove that. The treasury is cinders.
And yet we keep getting the bill. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm
Go
not
on.
paying. I have an inherited spell book. It alleges to have most fascinating knowledge. However, it only gives me this accent. And I hate it.
I'm actually British. Oh, God.
Oh no, it's Von Karma.
Yes!
You burned down the treasury, not the loan department.
Oh no!
I
My
always get
greatest
those
mistake!
confused.
I am financially ruined until I make it to the treasury.
Yes, don't ask your merchant dwarf spouse about which of the treasury and tax buildings to burn down. Not like she'd have any inherent knowledge of that.
Whatever will I do?
What you shall do, Lyra, is select who shall introduce themselves next.
It should be this cleric.
I am Lysandra, sea elf of the the Sea of Swords. Originally born to a non-noble house. She is part of the Traders Guild, and the sea people ship goods all over the globe. And they'll do that via boat. And so she's had her many travels. And then one day, there was a storm, a great storm, and so many of those non-breathing humans on the ship were going to die. 'Cause they
Traders Guild? Yes.
they can't. It can be two things. Now, so many of them were going to die that she prayed very hard, and Deep Lashalus answered her call, God of the Sea, and steered it to safety, and instructed her to go out into the world to adventure and to gather waters from all of the 3 oceans of the worlds and deposit it in his lost temple. And she's spent the last 50 years gathering those waters, and she has them, but he neglected to say where the temple was. So she's still roaming around trying to find it with
Because
these
it's
gentlemen.
lost, man.
I thought I met you close to me. I was like, how's this taking 50 years? Oh, we forgot that's pretty good, man.
Yes. Also,
I'm looking for a
she
lost
is.
temple.
This is basically a prequel because eventually, she will end up in another material plane and cursing my old character Danton. She will eventually be a sea witch, god, demigod, goddess.
Demigod.
As
Demigod.
it should be.
Yes.
Yeah. She was
Exactly.
delightful to play.
I'm Mortal the Turtle Man.
I was going to be friends with you.
Came off the islands and people decided I should be soup. So I fucked them up. The cops showed up, gave me money, and said, good job. Decided that was good enough for me. Spent the next year on the beach, living life easy. Then I needed more money. So I went and found more bad guys. Seemed easy. Had the spark of magic too, really helped. So now, fiddling with these fuckers. God, I wish I could get some sleep again. Those two never shut up.
I can help
What
with
do
that.
you mean, those two?
I said those fuckers, not just you two.
Yes, talking
That one's
about-
still annoying. Looking for a fucking lost temple. Expected directions.
Do you know where it is?
It's fucking lost, man.
Well then, I guess you're not as smart as you think. But the soup thing, that's not a bad idea.
So you quartet of weirdos have been
Accurate.
traveling together for a couple of years now, doing jobs, making money, occasionally burning down a treasury or two,
It happens.
and you've just come off a job up in the Ice Rim Mountains in the northeast of Faerun. Unfortunately, you can't head back the way that you came because, well, you exploded a royal treasury. And you can't route immediately south because, well, that's Thay, and they will make you eat your own face. So you've got to go way south. At the moment, you're all traveling through the Horde Lands, specifically an area known as the Endless Wastes. Think of it as eastern Siberia. It sucks.
Fuck.
It's very cold.
Wonderful. Does my resistance to cold come into play?
It might if you travel long distances.
Because I just wanted to basically wear a thong and mithril plate.
That might be relevant.
All these humans with their hang-ups on
Yeah.
nudity.
He's full on Donald ducking.
What are you calling a human?
Human? Where? We can trade with them.
Oh no!
You have, in
stinky,
fact,
stinky
by
huddle.
luck, located a small trading settlement. Or rather, a ditch and berm dug out in the middle of the endless steppes where a bunch of various tribes show up every once in a while to trade. You happened to show up when there were people there. You've spent the night there in the first actual safety that you've had in, I don't know, the last year or so.
Actual safety is overrated.
And, congratulations. It is morning. Y'all motherfuckers need supplies. Because, you ran out of food.
Hmm.
There was
should
an
cross the
incident
food
with
off?
a ravine.
But I paid for it.
I mean,
So let me guess.
you've got food.
I'm the only
for
one
you,
who didn't spend
personally.
every single gold piece I had.
Nope.
Oh, so semi-responsible.
I mean,
That's
got-
actually quite surprising.
I got some money. I got enough for food. We can get a lunch. A light lunch.
My jeweler wife will take care of the provisions.
Yes, of course I will. What's new? I'll never have breakfast in bed once in a while to show your appreciation. Anyhow, what is our next travel destination? How many supplies would we likely need to get there safely?
You've got right about 300 miles south through probably a whole hell of a lot of nothing.
I bought a wagon with 2 horses.
Thank you. That makes life a lot easier. Probably makes up 300 miles go by a lot quicker too. Alright, I will, based on experience, figure out the supplies we need for food plus 20%. Just for those inevitable, I like to call them opportunities.
I also only bought
Bears?
10 days worth of horse
Yeah.
feed, and that ain't gonna cut it.
Their first rate.
There is a lot of grass. You are in the steppes, so the
Yeah.
horses can feed themselves as long as you let them.
Okay.
Siberia is very marshy. There's plenty of stuff for horses to eat.
Yeah. Assuming that you can hunt, you're probably gonna need about 40 gold or so worth of food. If you can't hunt, that's gonna be a problem, but also you don't have space in the wagon for more
Pickled
than that.
fish.
Fireballs kill a lot of pheasants.
They do kill a lot of pheasants.
And cook
Also,
them.
you are hundreds of miles from the ocean. There are no fish.
Pickled fish.
You have
Cockles?
horse meat and goat meat and rabbit.
Ooh, goat's pretty good actually.
And also various vegetables that you are not familiar with.
I'll take the goat.
I will.
Ah.
Nice.
I didn't take produce food and water.
I will show you if
because
those pop up.
I
Fair
figured
enough.
we would die
Is there a way
first.
to specifically track those?
I mean, dear, that's not the worst bet, even though you've been making it for 10 years. But you might
no,
want to
tracking-
hedge your
Yeah,
investments
tracking the
at this
redeems
point,
would be important.
based on
because
past
they can come up at any
precedents.
time.
I mean, I can take it. Right, it
Um,
just takes a long rest. I just have to pray.
You got a blank sheet handy?
See, she knows
Well,
spells
you
just
give
from
them the
praying.
equivalent.
Why did you get those student
Fine.
levels?
Exactly.
Oh, the buttons, yes.
Yes, recording additional magic items that are suggested by the community.
Oh.
So, Yala is going out under duress
Passes that to
to
the
acquire
turtle.
food. Is anyone going with her?
Baklava?
With
I'm
whom?
good for now, but thank you.
Going with the
Your
turtle?
better half.
Oh.
Going with Yala to
I
acquire
will go
provisions.
with my wife to go acquire provisions. I'll never hear the end of it if I don't.
That is true.
Before we go, look at Cedric. Don't let him get himself killed while we're gone. If you can avoid
All
it.
right. Can I have awakened my horses?
Do you have the ability to awaken animals?
My staff does.
Then yes.
Excellent. Frederick and
If you say Douglas, I swear to God. Actually, I like history. I
it
don't
is
think
now
it's kind of-
Frederick and Douglas.
Interesting.
But I can't make. Oh wait, do they get to speak? Excellent.
We have 2 talking horses.
Well, then why don't you call him Ed and Ed?
It should have
That
been
would've
Ed,
obvious.
yeah.
Yeah. You missed there.
Such a wasted opportunity.
So
wait.
they're heading out to market.
You want to let that one go, hon.
Lysandra and Mortal, what are you two doing?
I'm still half buried. Like I've dug down as like created like a little nest to
Yeah, they
secure
have a
enough-
little tent with like furs on the ground, so you can just move those aside and dig yourself a little hole.
Yeah, so I'm half buried as much as I can, conserving heat because fuck winter. Fuck anything slightly less than tropical.
Why don't you use your spark of magic to heat yourself?
I thought you were gonna be, non-Sisiakun creature, but cold, huh?
Turtle.
cold, huh?
He was hoping for a desert adventure.
Well,
It really was.
I mean, I
Hibernate.
did specifically tell you guys where this was happening.
I know.
Welcome to Phil. He doesn't like following directions.
Good.
oh, mercy.
So I'll go to market for supplies, see what we can find, and keep my eye out for anything that might be interesting enough to fetch a tidy profit once we get to more. Well, I hate the term civilized because it gives the wrong connotation, but
Hospitable.
Thank you, dear. Hospitable.
Fair enough. There are, looks like probably 10 to 15 families out here right now. Most of them have goods to swap between each other. Each of them seems to specialize in something or other. Some of them are selling hides, some of them the leather from those hides, some of them are selling meat, that sort of thing. You're wandering around and
But no fish.
no fish.
Oh.
It looks like most of them are human or near human, so half elves, the very rare halfling, that sort of thing.
I
Wonderful.
was gonna say, my tent flaps would be open enough
Mm,
that I can see that idiot and our horses and our cart.
fair enough. So, the two of you who are wandering through the market, go ahead and make me perception checks.
Ooh, first roll of the game.
Ooh.
Mediocre.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Well, a 10's still average. It is nothing special whatsoever.
Oh, I see. So the elf has to pick up the slack. With the 19 I rolled.
Oh, dearie, you have the eyes to see a long way, but God help us if you ever had to analyze any stonework.
So, Yala knows her craft, and she's having a look at a nice array of goat meat to pick out the finest and longest lasting cuts that you can easily dry on the road. Meanwhile, Lyra is bored off her fucking ass and is staring out at the rest of the camp. You guys are getting some weird looks, but mostly just people who are curious. They don't exactly see a dwarves or high elves around, much less both of them together. But,
It's a strange love, but we make it work.
yeah, but not outright hostile. But you do notice, coming up from the far south side of the camp, a man in full Lomlair armor with a big ol' spear sprinting at full speed in your direction. He spots
Sprinting or on
you,
horseback.
locks in, and is heading toward you.
It's already morning and I already have to make a scene.
Now, I know you said 5 gold for this goat meat, as I completely miss what's going on, but you know this is only 3 gold worth. Don't.
How
I know I'm not
far
from
away
around
is
here,
this
but-
spearman?
And she's just negotiating with the vendor.
This is not simply goat meat. This is Friedrich. We import him all the way from Baldur's Gate. He was very dear to my father. 5 gold, no less.
I want to resurrect.
Look.
the goat.
Excellent meat, filled with love.
Look, don't give me 2-week-old mutton and tell me it's filet mignon. That is not going to
2-week-old. I will have you know, this is 4-month-old mutton we bury in ground, dig up after frost. Is
You went
perfect.
light on the salt. You went light on the salt. It is nice, but you
If
went
you
light on the
oversalt,
salt.
if you oversalt, it becomes too dry. It flakes badly. You want it firm.
Makes a point.
You need the extra salt to go with the meat. Well, I'm
Then
supposed to drink honey mead with this?
You add to taste. I have recipe. I'm willing to throw in a recipe. Let's say 4 golden recipe. What you think?
For full Gordon recipe, we'll do that, yeah?
You know how to make
Yeah.
a good deal, miss.
Meanwhile, how close is the man in the armor?
50 feet and closing.
Is he just running?
He's running. As he gets to about 40 feet, he raises his hand and waves. And you can tell that he's trying to speak, but he's out of breath from sprinting basically a quarter mile at full tilt.
Oh. He's not here to fight then?
Doesn't look like it. Spear's up on his shoulder, just in a carry position.
Well, this changes what I'm going to do to him. I will instead wait for him to walk up as I supervise my wife.
He gets up to you about 10 feet out and finally slows down. You're the party of adventurers that came into camp yesterday, right?
We are.
We need you on the south side. There's a problem.
What sort of problem?
A big problem. They asked for you.
Consultation fee start at 25 gold just for us to take a look at it.
I don't have
Each.
money. If you would like to get paid,
You're
that
right
is
there.
perfectly fine with me. You may speak to the commander on the south side.
What do
You
you
do
think?
like getting paid.
We do like getting paid.
I'm going to sit down. There were 4 of you, right? Please, you'll want to take all of you. Oh, I think I pulled something.
I'll get my wagon. You can ride with that.
It occurs to me it's foolish for me to be looking for anything that's going to heal anybody as I look at my spell choices. That's not
Oh.
the way I went.
He's wounded?
No, he's
No,
winded.
he's just
He's not
exhausted.
wounded, he's sleepy.
So,
Okay.
mentally, you hear in, boy, how do you describe how that works? It's Yala's voice, but a little off, as if almost a
Echo?
echo or some creature was trying to mimic it. But you know it's her from years of,
Creepy voices in our head.
yes. And as a, because you had told her to not do that without asking, so the message goes, pizza.
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 Knock knock, we have a job, south side of camp, chop chop.
I will just unburrow myself.
Wiggle your way
Crawl
out
out.
until you can push up.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have thrown hay on top of you. That was very considerate.
I had the skins that were on the
Oh,
ground.
okay.
So I pushed them aside, burrow in, and back on top, trapping as much heat as possible.
Yeah, you're not weird at all.
You hear in your mind, ding dong. Come on, let's go. South side. I don't take my weapons.
Okay.
Why?
I'm bonded.
I go to the Sable
One of the-
Master and I ask him if
Why are
Frederick and
you like
Douglas
this?
are available.
Oh, yes, they're over there, I believe.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Please
Boys!
stop them from mounting Mary. They've been going at it all morning. I keep having to throw rocks at them.
It'll make it exceptionally talkative horses.
I
Come on.
noticed.
Oh,
You
Oh,
retrieve your
wait.
horses.
Now, if you're not expected as a human, how disconcerting would it be to have a horse messing with yours and it's speaking?
I go collect
That's the
them,
reason he's been throwing rocks.
and I awaken Mary.
What the fuck? Who are you?
You have rights too.
I don't want to speak anymore. Why is my head filled with these thoughts? What have you done to me?
Can I just
I was
spell
so happy.
Do you have this spell?
Yes.
Would
Yes,
you like
Going
to burn your...
waste a third level spell slot this early in the day?
Yes.
Here you go.
I'm so sorry.
Mary goes from increasing panic back to
Wow.
horse calm.
Very well.
You manage to retrieve your horses right about the time that Mr. Mortal has finished digging his way out and rubbing all the dirt off of his various extremities.
I don't think he does.
Nah, I'm
Smearing the dirt
Oh.
more evenly across your
I can give
various
you a hose down
extremities.
if you want.
no.
Free.
Keeps the pests off.
You have mites. Anyway. Mark off a slot.
Head to the
for
south gate.
Spell magic. 1.
Head into the south gate.
If we must.
Just bring the horses or bring the horses and the cart?
Oh, well, I'll hitch him to the wagon.
All right.
I'm gonna have to pay them a wage. Yes, I'll figure that out.
You've heard mutterings about unionization in the pasture.
No.
Ooh, you play Graveyard Keeper.
I haven't,
I'll give
but
them.
I think like that.
That is the most cozy game in history.
They'll make more than
Highly
most
recommend you
humans.
buy.
And horse feed is cheap. So,
The cost of living does
Plus-
not dictate the payment for the work.
it might.
Sets the floor, perhaps, but never the ceiling.
Oh, I like her.
Him.
I like him.
Yeah, you're alright. You're alright.
So, you all meet up together with the wagon, and you head down to the south side of the camp, threading your way through the various yurts that have been set up. And you get to the berm. And there's about 50 soldiers lined up at this berm, most of them with bows out, leaned up against the near slope and peeking over the top. Berm's maybe about 8 feet high. And, you know, from when you came into camp yesterday, this is pretty much everybody who can use a weapon in camp. There's like 300 people here. These are all of the fighters.
We can take them.
We probably could, but I don't think that's the goal.
Oh,
One of them with a big red plume looks back as your cart rolls up.
That's the one with the money.
Give him the parchment, dear.
Finally, he pushes himself up over the top.
Parchment first.
They're coming! Just a moment. What is?
Hand him the parchment.
25 gold for any initial consultation.
Well, I'm glad you explained it because I can't read. There's no
how
point, there's no
unfortunate.
point in reading out here. Fine. 25 gold. Reaches into his purse, counts out 25 gold, gives it to you.
All right, well, listen. What do you need?
I need you to go talk to the fuckers on the other side of this berm and convince them not to eat the entire town.
Dear, could you give me a little bit of a boost?
I will use my winged boots and lift us up, begrudgingly.
The two of you are lifted into the air.
I am reading a book.
On the other side of the berm are approximately 1,000 gnolls.
Knowles?
Gnolls.
Fun times.
And not 100, 1,000.
You are
A
buff.
1,000.
Yeah?
You're a buff wizard.
Uh-huh. I've
One of
worked
those.
out.
Most of these gnolls are not
Yeah,
dressed
to
like
be-
normal
yeah.
gnolls. Normal gnolls dress in whatever the fuck they can get their hands on.
And don't watch.
These ones are actually kind of uniform. They seem to be wearing some sort of cloth-covered plating that covers their arms and torso with big old panels hanging down to either side of their legs.
We're gonna need to speak with your hobgoblin.
They've got about a third of them are armed with pole arms, third are short sword or axe and shield, and another third.
Your ideas are intriguing to me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.
It's me.
Wonderful. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And the last third of them are armed with what
Steve Rex.
I know at least one of you will recognize as rifles.
I didn't sign on for this. I'll be in the wagon.
One of them is out front wearing what are very clearly like 4 court robes from probably one of the local khans. He looks up at you as the two of you float up and waves. Greetings! You are adventurers, yes?
Yes.
Good, you come! We give gold!
And I fly over the wall.
I like his opening argument.
This is a compelling start.
Is this one adventure or two?
I'm still in the wagon. He wouldn't probably know I was there.
Fair.
Man, let's go chat with him.
Zandra, bring the wagon around.
Sure. Frederick, bring the wagon around. Frederick isn't the one in charge.
So,
The wagon comes around.
just out of curiosity, she says to the captain as they are looking to go parlay. How much is everyone's life here worth?
Your ideas are intriguing to me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.
We got 2.
Good job, Tribbles.
Thank you.
Proud of
Thank you.
Thanks.
Stupid snow.
Look, how much is your life worth?
Oh dear, we're gonna be fine.
Here's the thing. They rocked up and said, we need to find adventurers. Are you adventurers or are you food?
Oh, so we're doing you a favor just by going out.
They're going to eat you too if you don't go and help them.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
I'm not
but
soup.
we could just go out the back while they're eating you, so how much is it worth it to get rid of us right now?
Are you evil?
He searches through his pockets. Actually, go ahead and make me an intimidation check.
Ooh, I'm good at that.
Oh.
Oh, that's a 24.
Searches through his pockets. I mean, I got 15 more on me. I'll give you my hat. It's a nice hat.
Isn't you did describe it was a nice hat, is it?
It's got a big old plume.
Alright. Are there any khans or kingdoms around here he might be serving, or is he literally the big wig here?
This guy in particular?
Yes.
He is the random head of a household.
Okay.
He might be serving somebody, but he's probably just independent.
I mean, maybe just Phil.
Dear, save the ass contract B and C, please.
Oh,
We have contracts.
What was your name again?
Utzven.
Writes it down. Go ahead and just put an X here and here, and the hat and the gold. This just says we did a favor for you, and that when we come back through, we should be treated as guests for future commercial endeavors should this land develop. Given priority. And then we'll go.
He looks around, grabs a random soldier and drags him up. Has a little conversation with him to make sure that it does in fact say what
That
you
is
said
what the
it does.
contracts say. It is basically a claim first, and if you have a higher lord, he's going to be very, very nice to us when we come as guests, basically.
Basically an agreement to maximize hospitality.
Yes. Possibly a touch on the annoying side, like the house guest who is going to overstay a welcome if it's more than one night, but nothing that's like payday low treacherous type.
Yeah.
So far.
Alright. Makes his mark, hands it back.
Thank you. Add another 15 gold there.
Oh, right. If
And the
it's initials,
fancy
they
hat.
still have
What was
more.
his, it was Ulf?
Utzen.
Listen. I don't even know if I could get syllables together.
Are you wearing a helmet?
no.
This
I
would
am.
look beautiful.
Listen. Are these guys normal?
I put on the hat.
You
How
just bring
does
to
it
the
work
nose.
with my
Yeah,
outfit?
like over the berm.
We've never seen anything like them before.
The DM
Whatever
is
the
not bad.
fuck they are, they don't live up here most of the time.
In
or
fairness,
they've
he
been
is asking
hiding
more legitimate
something.
questions at the moment.
This is valid.
Go ahead and make a lore check.
And
Oh, yeah,
and while-
that's gonna happen.
And while he's doing that,
Lore?
DM.
So history?
Important question for Braden. I gave him the hat.
Would
I
that
put
be a
on the
history?
hat.
Got it.
How does it look?
Because there's no lore.
So there was
That'd be
no-
history.
Actually, make me a nature check.
Okay, nature. Yeah. Oh, you might actually do good this time.
16.
What a change.
Gnolls don't live up here. Gnolls like places that are hot and desolate. It fits the desolate, not the hot. They tend to be more equatorial. Like, Sahara and sub-Saharan grassland sort of areas.
Okay. Okay.
This is not a native Gnoll habitat.
Are we going?
Yes.
How does mine hat look?
I thought it looked dear. I thought it looked wonderful. on
Does
her.
it work with my outfit?
It absolutely doesn't work with her outfit, but she makes it work.
It's ostentatious.
It's
you
wonderful.
fucker.
Don't be jealous of my hat. It was a gift from my darling wife.
I don't wear clothes, man. Not
It was
jealous
the-
at all.
Yes, and I would let it all hang out a lot more often if I also had a giant shell covering my ass.
Oh, you're male. I didn't realize.
Yeah. Mortal the Turtle is the only dude in the group.
I also have like clips for my pack. So it's like on the shell. So it hangs in front and I got the shell on the back.
Do we just screw them in?
Well, they're clips. It's already been done. So I just, in the
Well,
morning,
they-
at night when I'm done adventuring, just like carabiner it off.
Yeah.
Can you read that, Chicken Scratch?
Yes.
Shield of Song.
What is your
Wand of
AC?
Pointing. 21.
Not bad.
Mine is 16. I was hoping for a +1 armor, but then I forgot until I looked at the book that the +1 armors are all one level higher in rarity than the +1 weapons.
Yes, yes, they
Yeah.
are.
So I was like, oh, I can get +1. That's uncommon. No, it's not. The sword is. The armor is not. Okay.
The shield is uncommon.
Yeah, well, sorceress.
So you all.
Why, they didn't teach you how to hold shields in sorceress school? Or dwarf school?
I'm sorry, where's your shield, dear? Where's your half plate for that matter?
In my spell book, and I will tap the mage armor.
Borda will just start walking.
Did you literally just use a reaction to argue with your wife?
Yes.
I mean, that is how most of it
Wonderful.
works.
I can appreciate that.
So you all drive the cart up over a little ramp that they've built into the
I
berm.
wouldn't call it
And-
driving so much as they steer.
You oppress the proletariat over the berm.
No, they're paid. I paid them more than humans.
Yes, that makes you the bourgeoisie because you're paying.
Okay. Yeah.
He's not wrong.
It's nothing.
Forced communism is best communism.
This is a salient point. The book is right about this.
So you drive several hundred pounds of meat over a berm and into a massive pack of gnolls. The one in the robes comes up. Hello, I am Gorog. I was sent to find adventurers. You want to make money, yes?
Yes, we were adventurers, and you pay enough, we'd be game. Also, you can't eat them, that's part of the contract. They not food. I know.
I would be careful
He
about
turns-
saying their game to the hungry gnolls.
He turns, yells something in Knoll, and then a significantly larger Knoll
Oh.
walks up with a big-ass fucking club. This Borg will punish anyone who try to eat horse. They're people,
Okay.
not food meat.
So
That's what you is. Borg make sure. He good.
These are good.
We feed him horse last night. He going to be alright.
All right.
Also, for taking the gnolls at their word.
Yeah, well.
I mean, have you ever met a dishonest gnoll?
Yes.
Racist. Anyway.
We go this way. And he points out east.
What exactly are we looking for, dear?
Oh, we were told that if we wanted to complete adventure, we needed to find professional adventuring party. We are amateur. We need help because when we go through door, we die. So they say, come get adventure party, bring back to camp. And then they talk to you and tell you how you help us.
There are so many of you.
Yes.
This isn't even the whole group. You have a bigger camp.
Oh, not anymore. They die when go through door.
You know, fair point. I appreciate it.
I think this is relevant information.
What does the door look like?
You know how there is wall. Is like hole with thing in front.
This is a very accurate description of the door.
I like this.
I don't need this from you right now. A little bit of support.
But
please.
how did you describe a door?
I am being
It
very
is
supportive.
like hole in wall with thing in front.
Was it
I
fire or
understand
poison?
a door.
Let's walk. Would you like to ride on
The
the mobile Meatland?
particular door. Like dragon design, stone, wood, in a mountain.
So you
Probably not relevant.
Were you not listening? They were
It is
amateurs.
made of rock. Like if you cut haunch off of human, right? You make it into square to fry good on all sides. It's like that, but rock and lots.
We've all been shipwrecked before. We know what you're talking about. Okay.
Do not know what ship is, but yes.
She says that this may or may not be news to you in this particular case. That might have been a
I
story she
will
had
arch
not.
an eyebrow. Because I have not heard this story.
Oh, dearie, our past is our past. I'm going to ask you what you were up to those 200 years before we met.
I was reading.
Exactly. Can you say what you had last Thursday? No.
I can actually.
The rabbit.
Was it awakened?
So salty meat. You say I could ride in circle square thing?
Yes.
A cart?
It's a wagon. It's got a
Wagon.
cover. Wagon.
Oh, I want to ride in wagon. This
Wagon.
sound good.
Also, beef jerky. Here.
I eat you last.
That sounds fair.
Like 2 pieces, 3 pieces.
Family! That way!
5 pieces total. Learn to count.
The entire mass of gnolls turns almost as one and starts jogging off east.
They're militant gnolls. I figured they would just scamper.
I'm pretty sure this is a trap.
I mean, he's gonna eat me last.
You do recall the part where you will be eaten.
Last.
Missing the point here, I think.
More time to get away.
Telepathically in your head, you hear my voice. Are you telling me if it's a trap, you can't, with all your book learning, trick the gnolls back? I bet they have some pretty good goods in camp. You don't have an army this big without some loot.
I'm with you, Tribbles. Scar's hyena herd.
Yeah, that's what I was
Trick
thinking.
is a strong word.
Well,
I'm marching
this
along.
door ain't gonna open itself. Go get it, mortal.
We're going.
Hey, I'm popping on the cart.
I still don't believe there is a door.
I believe there's a door. I believe there's a bunch of hungry gnolls behind the door.
That's why you're getting eaten.
Last.
Allegedly. He will eat you last.
Oh.
There was no promise about the rest of the gnolls.
Did he say he or we?
I believe he said, I eat you last.
Pronouns. Very important.
You notice that
Fine.
Borg, your horse guarding gnoll, is eyeing you and drooling a little bit.
Hey.
Me or him?
Him.
Ah.
That one.
How you doing?
Arv.
Little lemon.
Don't tease the gnoll.
He licks his chops.
Let's get this wagon moving.
I mean, it moves as fast as it moves. How fast we moving today, Douglas?
Do you think if we slow down, they're gonna eat us, boss? Fred, what do you think
yeah.
they're going? About 20? About
Probably.
20. We're moving 20.
20. All right.
You are moving at 20 miles an hour.
That's actually a good clip.
Shit.
Yeah.
Is this wagon rated for 20 miles an hour?
I don't know. I don't drive it.
Are those horses rated for 20 miles an hour?
That is not the important question.
No.
I care about our communist horses.
I don't think
I'm on their
they
team.
are. I'm also on Team Horse. I made Team Horse. I own you.
This is why we are organizing for revolution.
You have no thumbs.
We have teeth and hooves. Better than thumbs.
And tails. Those tails hurt. Like, you just whip those suckers
Yeah,
around.
yeah, they
and get you
do.
right in the eye.
Yeah. One individual hair. Yeah, those things.
So yeah, jogging along with a small army of gnolls. Or rather, probably the largest army of gnolls that hasn't eaten itself alive in the last, 400 years.
Yeah, we're going to need their hot milk.
Yeah, I'm not the most intelligent dwarf, but you and I know this
Making
is a
a
bit
lot of assumptions
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I'm probably making a lot of correct assumptions.
I'm gonna start talking to Mr. Robes there.
Mr. Rose.
Because I can't remember names worth a damn.
Korog.
Korog, yes. See, that's not gonna. Hey, hey, man, how'd you get here?
Don't know. Woke up in ocean. Stupid fucking goblins. They make fancy wall hole, and fancy wall holes start spilling out water. But goblins say, it go Meatland. You know it, we keep door open. And, well, I know it bad idea. Boss know it bad idea. But, well, family think Meatland is good. In all fairness, we eat lots of meat here, just harder to find. Easier to kill. Easier to kill than Red Dragon, I give you that. Also easier to kill than Metal Monster. More meat than Metal Monster too. Metal Monster not have meat except for one human inside. But yes, we go through fancy shiny door, wake up in ocean. Ocean going back through door, so make it hard, only about half of us get through. And now we're here. We hunt horses, and horses tend to come with thinking meat on top. So it's like 2-for-1 deal.
It's like a.
Then we find this little village, right? That's what you call your where you go together. What you call your families. We find a little village, and we're full mostly. So we think we go back to old ways. We say, hey, we adventurers. You pay for we do work. So they tell us, okay, we pay you and you go do work. They say, is lich in big barrow off that way.
Nice.
So we go that way. Their barrow, they're lich. We eat all the zombies, and then we take the lich. He's actually over there in that bag. Every day he make more bone, so we take bone and eat. It's good. We only charge half price to village for that. But then they say, okay, next job, go to Khan. Khan will tell you good things, lots of meat from Khan. Well, we not find Khan, but we find lots of meat on top of horse meat, right? So we eat, no Khan. But we get lots of gold. We pay you with gold for your services. We know how these work. You like gold.
Very much.
Yes. So we go back to village after not find Khan. We say not find Khan, but find lots of 2-for-1 deal. And they say, okay, go to this place. Ask them where to find adventurer. Cause
They have a lich in a bag
That they're
and they
eating
use it
every
for
day
soup.
at restaurants.
yeah.
They make lich soup.
Well, that's one way to survive out here, I suppose.
Look,
That is all.
They say we need adventurers to get through door. We not believe. We go to door. 5 of us go through. They skeletons now.
Just fine.
Not like movie skeletons, just like... bleh. So we go find adventurers.
Yala
And
does
now you're
not
here. We
offer
take
to
you back to
negotiate with
village.
the Lich,
You
as
open
we have
door
had
for
that
us.
argument before.
I think boss have planned for that. You have to talk to
The
boss.
lich might want to make it.
But, yeah,
No.
you get us through door, and we
No.
get paid. It's good.
Probably.
No.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check
Go for it.
about those doors that the goblins created.
If you're going to start with you, who has Arcana?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
if anybody would like to roll Arcana to figure out what the fuck that is.
14. Not good enough to really get much, but probably a little.
I would argue.
Gate spell,
History.
maybe a weird fucking teleport circle.
26.
I have a 17 despite -1, so you're rubbing off on me.
At 26, that sounds like either a really long distance gate from wherever the fuck they were before, or which goblins shouldn't really be able to do, or it almost sounds like they came extra planarly through
Oh,
some
that's
variant of a
bad.
dimension door.
Oh, that's what I was assuming. Why is that bad?
Hey man, you mentioned
That happens.
man and machine?
Is big box with meat thing inside. Go boom, then we die. It's very bad.
That is
Not
the
not
order
good
usually
eat.
happens,
But they pay good when you kill it and then bring them the scrap pieces.
You don't say.
Yeah. He's
hearing-
our kill, not yours.
I'm hearing opportunities.
Our kill.
Oh yes, that one's yours. But you're running into a bunch of stuff. Always gonna have a bunch of adventurers around when you run into a bunch of stuff.
You're right.
Finally, some people who talk sense.
This is so obviously a trap.
Intelligence 8, wisdom 9. And they're talking gold.
I'm well aware of what they're talking.
How much gold? Is it like, will it fit in the wagon? Or a larger amount?
I'm gonna be looking at. We got that telepathic link, don't we?
Yes.
You?
Yes, I have all of us connected because
Oh.
Ooh, second
Because I
kindness
can.
network.
As I say,
I'm looking at.
we both have that ability.
yeah, mine I don't have to use it. Oh, do you use
Lyra.
it natural even?
Mary's
Nice.
telepathic bond is a ritual spell.
Oh, wonderful.
Lyra going. I don't think these guys are from here.
They are from very far away. Either on this plane, which would be very weird, or
Since
not this plane.
Since I know they're tropical-ish or sub-Saharan, can I? There be a history check of like anybody like up Knowles with society?
Yes. Go ahead and roll it.
That's 7 plus 2, 9.
You
9.
know that they are technically social.
Would you like some help with the history check?
Nah, man, I got it. Ain't nothing like this.
Declined.
I rolled a 7.
I plus-
That's a 16 for me.
I rolled an 8 to get a 7. So I went, yeah.
Ah,
I
well,
rolled a 7
Oh, they're
too.
obviously
16.
they're obviously finally advancing themselves. I mean, it's nice to see some Knolls who have finally found a commerce god to follow.
So, with a 16, you will know that it's extremely rare for gnolls to actually get together in any numbers. Usually they're going to top out at maybe 1 or 200.
Hold on. I got this. Do you have a hobgoblin or not?
What is hobgoblin?
Usually the person in charge doesn't look like you.
All right! Yeah, no, we eat all of them.
Ooh, we have a.
They say, you need officer, keep
Making
you in
lists.
line, so we eat. And then we eat person who say we need officer.
There's
Is
not
good
a
deal.
hobgoblin.
Cool.
He was eating.
So, most of the time when gnolls gather together in numbers larger than that, it's because there's some sort of, like, great dark evil raising a fucking army of them.
No, Mad Claw, you're wrong. There's no such thing as those. We're good.
Demon soup. Like him.
I mean, I don't know. We're bribable. If you want to put enough money in the DM, we can let a lot of things happen.
Baklava?
Mention.
Oh, to shut my
Oh,
mouth.
yeah.
Yes. I'll
I
take
will.
it.
Ooh, yeah. I have not had one of these yet. These look delicious.
They're all good.
They're good.
So you guys are going to be running for like 5 fucking hours. So if you've got stuff to do, just let me know.
Well, I hesitate to sleep.
That is a good idea, but you can if you really, really want to.
Ritual spell for water breathing, and I'll keep up Zerari's telepathic bond.
Sounds good.
I will finally summon my weapons.
A good idea.
I let them linger. Maybe somebody will get some extra coin quickly.
Excuse me.
I'm not above that.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a flock of birds, but it would have to be like I'm looking for a really unusually large one. And if they're there, great. If not, not. But if there is like a condensed flock, like hundreds in a small area, like when you see the starlings go up and block out the sun briefly.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
I can kind of do that.
Can you?
I think. Oh no! Wait, no. That's the one I can't do. Never mind.
My passive wisdom
Oh!
is 8. Ooh, that's actually decent.
So just so you all know at home, for everything I'm -1 in, I keep rolling 15s and above. So this is kind of great. So that's still a 14.
You do spot one about, like, maybe a mile to the south of you.
That's out of spell range.
It basically flies up and books it south away from the gigantic fucking gnoll horde.
Oh, so they don't just fly overhead to show off?
Yeah, no, they're not fucking stupid.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, well. I'm good then.
Yeah, no. I'm at this point I'm good if we fast forward 5 hours of running.
Yep.
Yes.
Information
I
has
will.
been gathered.
I will check on Frederick and Douglas. Because some fucker won't.
Oh, the clearly frayed and kind of busted furs I got at a massive discount some of the past few days.
Mhm.
I will use my mending cantrips on them to make them, more than a copper's worth.
Fair enough. You will raise them to, let's say, a silver each.
You gotta mind the details. That's where all the profits are, dear.
I know how to mend a fur, and I will show off that I can do the same thing.
Really?
You learned that in wizard school, huh?
Yeah. I came back from an adventure and could do that. He spent 20,000 gold. I assume that was that year.
So, you guys
Your
stay on the
commentary,
run.
while a life riot, is not making this journey any easier.
Doesn't make it less true.
Look, we would not, if you're a man of me, we would not be on this road had you not slammed down your gun on the table and shot me. Who slams a... What wizard has a firearm?
You shot your wife?
I'll fucking
Bottle
do
out
it
of bag of
again!
holding. Take a drink. Bottle back in the bag of holding.
Good choice. So you guys keep going for about 5 hours. Frederick and Douglas are having a bad time. They're starting to flag. But as they are, you spot a camp in the distance. The gnolls by this point have spread out so that they're actually covering like 4 or 5 square miles. But still in concerningly equal spacing.
There's a lot of gnolls.
Every once in a while, you'll see some small animal leap up in front of the horde, only to be immediately grabbed and shoved into a mouth.
Do they ever descent on each other and eat each other?
Sure.
I assume
I mean,
swallows
not these
once.
ones.
That's a
but
hydrate.
gnolls
Take
in
a drink.
general, Yes.
Thank you.
There's water in it.
I lack water.
My brown nectar of the gods.
Thank you to Bitch Tat.
Dear.
Yep.
Much appreciated.
And if the rest of you guys want pizza, go ahead and up those as well.
Oh. Maybe.
And in your case, by help yourselves, I mean limit yourself to
Well,
half of
might have one.
each one. Yeah.
Pizza.
Half of each one, so that adds up to one.
Yeah. Counts as one piece if you swallow it whole.
Why won't you chew?
Choo choo!
Not what I meant.
Don't have teeth. Yeah.
Wasn't talking to you.
Snappy McTurtle.
Turtle.
So do sea bitches have teeth?
Sea witches do have teeth. They have beautiful teeth.
Little too
And
many.
long flowing black hair. And a shield that looks like a shell with a dolphin on it. It's pink.
Why don't you have one of those? That would look fetching with your gemstones.
Interesting, Finna.
Not wrong.
So, after about 5 hours, you, in a cart pulled by 2 very tired horses and surrounded by an army of gnolls,
Hey, man.
roll up to,
Help them out.
I feed bag them. They want food and water, right?
they want to stop running.
Oh.
They're exhausted.
Well, I mean, they had the choice.
You got some juice?
I got oats.
I'm assuming a heal spell would help
They're
out
not
tremendously.
dying, right?
They
They're not
ran
dying.
for 5 hours at about 3/4 speed.
They're way healthier than you. Good, Douglas.
I feel patronized. I don't need your pity, capitalist pig.
Oh, hugs!
And they say we're the troublemakers.
I don't think healing
I don't know that one either.
takes away exhaustion. That would take a restoration. It'd be cheaper to buy a new horse.
I mean, they're tired, but you are coming up on a settlement at this
Okay,
point.
see?
Yeah.
There's a little ring of yurts with a larger one in the center. Basically one of those family groups that were encamped,
Yurts.
but just one instead of several.
Okay. No walls.
No walls.
Is it a knoll yurt?
No, this looks like a nomad camp from one of the local clans.
Okay.
You say yurts are very Mongol-like.
Yep. And you guys are functionally
I'm a
in
big
Fantasy
fan.
Mongolia.
I dare you to stand behind them. I dare you. Speaking of the horses.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
Any creature with intelligence can use a wand, correct?
I would say that they have to be able to actually grip it, but yes.
Could a horse grip a wand in its teeth?
Yes.
I am going to leave Douglas with the wand of magic missiles.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Just in case. And try not to set off knoll killing, because if you do, they'll eat you. But
But if one tries to eat you anyway, you might as well take your shot.
that's what I'm saying.
I understand. It will be done.
No, don't. You know what? I'll just do this. Here's oats.
Please make your strength check.
Make a strength check?
Yes.
No.
You gave him the wand.
I got a 3.
No.
A fool and his wand are soon parting.
Leave the bag.
Doesn't point the wand threateningly at him.
You can't eat
They have
and
the
use
wand.
the wand at the same
can.
time.
I will
Dear, I would help you, but
Push.
by nature, he is in a strong negotiating position. And I don't feel I can undercut that without going against my core values.
And you were warned this was a bad idea.
You're a bad idea.
I will push Lamat what's her name?
Lamadrin.
It starts
This is
off-
Lysandra. Lamadrin was much worse.
Lamadra would be dead already with his food.
No, he'd be all aboard.
No, we would have fed him to
no,
the
no.
gnolls.
Oh.
That,
Yeah.
that would have been
Fed him
condition
to
a
the
higher.
uh,
That would have been why. That would have been
I
how
will
we
just-
the camp.
push him along, or push her along, and I will give a solidarity with the horses as I walk away.
They both raise their right front hooves in salute. They recognize you as a kindred spirit. So the army of gnolls kind of just slows to a stop and starts milling around. Korog jogs up as you guys are all dismounting. Come this way. They say they want to speak with you alone. They said that before. I think they still want that. I'm not sure. We check.
Oh god.
I saunter on in.
Actually, if we're going into the encampment and the gnolls are not,
The gnolls are... Most of the gnolls are not. A couple of them are, but they seem to be special.
Like the higher ranker ones or the big
Yeah.
ones.
On their head caps in particular, they've actually got feathers on the right side in various colors.
yeah, the horses are in the encampment with us.
Fair enough. You
This
can see
is
from the tents
such a
around
trap.
you that there are
I don't think it's a trap.
there are what appear to be the actual occupants peeking out, but nobody really wants to go out and talk
So
to the
let me
gnolls
get
right
this
now.
straight. This army of gnolls, not known for anything they've done this entire day, except for the eating of the other gnolls, takes us to a remote location in the middle of nowhere,
Yes.
among middle of nowheres.
Never go to the second location.
BFE.
And now we are going to be speaking with beings unknown.
Humans.
They did not say that. And nobody knows where we are.
Oh, I know. We're here.
Yalla help.
Look, man.
Dear,
He's looking for a lost temple.
That's true. Do
He's
you
a
know where the
lost fucking
temple is?
hookup.
while I appreciate your concerns, I want to point out two things. One, explain to me how we're getting out of that initial camp after telling them to fuck off without getting eaten. And two, see, this is what I'm talking about when I say you need to take those book smarts and apply yourself. Here is a Khan who is dominating other Khans because he got an army of fucking gnolls. If you just took a few more risks, you could help me grow this
I'll
business.
take like
you want me
5
to
steps
silence
away.
There is
Yeah.
no
Hey, man!
business in managing
Who's in
a
charge
horde of
around here?
animals.
You just don't know how to manage them correctly.
The,
Motivate them in the right direction.
The
They're
flap of the front
motivated by
tent
eating you.
pulls open, and you
They
see
eat
a
last.
woman in
That
a fairly
bun
nicely
eats you
embroidered tribal
last.
dress with fur
That
liners at the
works.
bottom and at her collar. She looks out on your
Humans.
argument at the army of gnolls. You lot, in here.
Righto.
She's talking to you.
I'll go in. I'll just leave them arguing.
No, I go in. Sauntering away. Why would you stay near the knolls and the trigger-happy horses?
Take care of your horses, man.
They were trigger happy because you gave them a magic gun. They cannot miss.
Mistakes were made.
But I
By
will give
you!
you a metal horse.
Is it really relevant?
Yes.
I don't think so.
They're your horses. They're going to shoot you.
No, they like me. I pay them.
Gorog
What
follows you
5
most
hour
of the way to
ride
the
were
tent
you watching?
before the woman
They do that by
waves
choice.
him off. No, Gorog, I need to talk to them alone. Oh. Alright. I go see if Lich regenerated yet. Come find when ready. And he wanders off back out in the pack.
Hello.
Hi. Inside where they can't hear, please.
Okay.
Okay, but just to let you know, we usually charge 25 gold for initial consultation, so this is a favor.
That's great. We can't pay in gold because we bought meat to feed the gnolls because they wouldn't go away. We have other stuff. We can negotiate later. You will be paid.
Oh.
Somehow.
Well, wonderful. We can work out something
They're
then.
gonna want you to
Okay.
kill all the knolls.
This is the most
I will
sensible
hunker down
conversation I've heard
As
all
close
day.
to the fire as I can.
There is, in fact, a long fire pit in the center of this area.
Oh, yours gets so fucking hot with
Oh,
the
I-
fire.
yeah, no,
You're going to be very happy here.
I'm like snuggling down
I based him with
and
some
got
water.
that like
We'll get
happy
soup
turtle
yet.
face on.
So I based him with some water. We'll get some soup out of him. Yeah.
It looks like there are a few areas curtained off, basically, for, like, sleeping.
Yep.
And then this is, like, the main room. There's the only object that you have seen that isn't, like, purely structural, that's actually made out of wood as opposed to animal bones, is a very finely carved chair seated at the head of the fire. And the woman goes there, sits down, and gestures to various little stools made from animal bones tied together with strings and such for all of you. Please have a seat. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry we had to send them to get you. We were kind of hoping we could get away.
You used us as bait?
10 hours ago, we were 80 miles north of here. They tracked us by fucking scent.
That's pretty impressive.
That means they probably don't have money.
Yeah.
They already explained that they don't have money.
They don't have gold. They have other things of value.
They also said we would be paid.
How long, man?
Also, they seem to think you're a leader and you're speaking like a hostage. This is a bit concerning.
My name is Ustrana. I am... Well, now, I am the leader of the family here. After our Doyan tried to go and warn the local Khan that a pack of gnolls was coming that he had to kill. Nobody came back from that. Look, a couple days ago, all of these gnolls just showed up and they said, "Hello, are you meat or can we do adventure for you?" Obviously, we didn't want to get eaten, so...
That's how we ended up here.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. That seems to be their primary negotiating strategy. So we've been trying to get them killed for a while, and frankly, we're just about out of ideas. We need professionals.
To
Win.
kill them?
No lich now.
Or get rid of them.
They
Yeah.
just asked us to
Yeah,
work
there
with
was a
army.
lich. My understanding is that they're keeping him in a bag and pulling his limbs off to eat whenever he regenerates.
Soup.
Also, I'm pretty sure we just destabilized the entire region by accidentally assassinating the Khan.
I have to be honest. As a dwarf, I find that lich thing extremely funny.
I'd find it far more hilarious if we hadn't just been tracked 80 miles by a gigantic pack of hungry gnolls who we already had to feed half our horses to.
That's fine, dear, but you have to appreciate the silver lining of the situation. That's
I
how you
can't.
get through a day.
Say-
Oh, you can die
This
without a silver lining.
this door.
Right, the wizard's tower.
Wizard?
Visit tower.
Yes, there's...
Oh, this isn't
That-
profitable,
that's
he
why
said.
we
What are
needed
we
you.
doing, he said. Why would you stay here and get eaten, he said, without another idea how to get away.
It's a trap.
A little
So
ways
it was
away
a
from
perfectly
here.
good idea.
little
It
ways
was
away
to
from
go
here,
the
there was a
opposite
wizard's
direction
tower.
from the village.
Right.
You'll get used to it.
Sure. Point is, he put a spell on the door. Monsters of any kind can't get in. The gnolls can't get in there. But I've heard about adventuring parties going in, and most of them don't come back. So we're hoping that you can find a way to get the gnolls in there so that they don't come back.
Of the
Have you tried a trail
I'm
of
gonna
meat
roll
crumbs?
over.
Yes.
of the non-most of them that did come back, what did they say was in the tower?
5 of them died trying to get in.
But not all of them.
Yeah, no.
So some of them came back. What was in there? They didn't go in.
All of them that went in did not come back. Only 5 of them actually went in.
Well, that's lame.
You know this wizard?
You can go in first.
No,
No, you-
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Can you fix
There's
that?
stories
Hold
about
that
him from
thing
a
on
couple
the door?
100 years ago
What
during
thing?
the reign of the
The
Kagan,
thing where it
but
kills you when you go inside.
I don't think that he's still alive in there.
What
Get
what
around
race
the
was
door.
he?
I'm gonna do history
Okay.
check just to see if I know of.
Roll at a disadvantage. We're not familiar with this.
Yep,
area.
I figured.
Disadvantage.
Hey, honey,
I
how
know.
long- how long do wizards live?
God
Depends on
Depends
what
That's
race they
disadvantage.
are and what
I have to
magic
take the
they
19.
know.
Depends on
21.
whether they're liches. Is this a lich's tower or is this a different wizard?
Different.
So you.
I rolled a 21 on history at disadvantage. I rolled a 20 and a 19.
Meh.
Good on you,
Point-
Zibuk
yes.
learning.
You have heard stories
smart
of the
You
great
did that
wizard of
whenever
the
there's a
Eastern
fight.
Wastes. Supposedly, he trained or taught at basically every school on the western coast of Faerun
God, an
before
adjunct?
eventually being driven out.
A bad one.
Not a bad one. He was smarter than everybody else, and he was an asshole
Oh,
about it.
one of those.
One of those.
Oh, it's Brayden.
Supposedly, he went to
Excuse
Fae.
you.
Faye also kicked him out, so he went out and
Wow. You
The-
really have
Wait.
to. You really
What?
have
the
what-
Kagan
He's been kicked
of
out
the
of multiple
time
societies.
took him in, so that because he could recognize, okay, this is an asshole, but this is an asshole who can make me the shiniest magical shit on the planet.
This is Shane saying this, not
This was
Yama.
like 400
But do you know
years
how much of an
ago.
asshole you have to be for the Fae to get rid of you?
Not. It depends.
There are always
Okay.
Fae who think it's funny to
So
just...
straight asshole,
nonstop
but
fuck with
found a
people.
place
If the Fae
because
won't
the Khan
tolerate
used
you,
him
holy
just to
cow.
get better
Uh-huh.
gear to produce him, to
Yeah.
create a bigger
Red
empire.
wizards
Yes.
have a reputation.
Leaving him alone to do whatever he
Oh, he's a
wanted
red wizard.
in one small area.
They kick him
Specifically
out.
built a tower in the middle of absolute fucking nothing.
Was
Well,
he happy?
Well,
Nobody's quite sure. The stories kind of dry up once the Kagan died.
Okay.
Nobody's there. There isn't really anything else that you know after that.
Was the weapons and armor cool as shit, though?
Yes.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Hey, man. 200 years old. You might know where your temple is.
Okay.
So look, we
I
can't.
just keep asking people, do you know where the lost temple of the Sashlis is?
Have you checked up your ass?
That's rude. I'll leave you to the nobles.
I understand that it's rude. It is also a genuine question. How long have you been searching for it? Have you checked?
No.
Might be worth a try if you run out of other ideas.
Hmm.
Anyways, as I was saying,
Gotta dig that
we
back
can't
hole.
pay you in gold to get the gnolls up there and get them into the tower. What we do have are some magic items that they brought back from the Lich's Barrow. You can have those. We're even willing to pay up front, as long as you promise to take the gnolls there and do everything that you can to get them inside. Don't even necessarily have to succeed,
Or
as
deal
long
with
as
them
they're
in another
distracted
way.
for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days.
I just want to be clear. So, contractually, the most important thing is that they're distracted so you can get away. How we do it regarding the tower doesn't really matter as long as you get away.
The tower seems like the best bet. If you have other ideas, by all means.
I just want the contractual freedom to be able to ad-lib.
Yeah, sure, fine.
Or we could just, fuck off south.
That ship sailed.
I
Then
assu-
we agreed to go with Xenols.
I assume you said that telepathically.
Yeah,
Not
I
guess.
mean-
Okay.
Right? Like,
And telepathically I'll respond.
I can
that
fly.
ship
Can
sailed.
you fly?
Yeah.
Can you fly?
I thought about it and I went a different direction.
Flying turtle? Alright, so 2 of us are gonna live.
But my husband's very strong.
We'll get you a new wife.
Vive.
But what about Frederick and Douglas and their revolution?
They can keep the wand. So.
I'll write Frederick and Douglas out of
Oh
here.
my god. My next character is gonna have barding with
So,
a wand of magic missiles embedded in like a unicorn.
I mean, do gnolls, like... Will gnolls ever follow a non-gnoll leader? Because I'm
Sure.
just saying, we could kill this... I'm pretty sure we could kill the shit out of the top gnolls.
Until
If you
they
give
get
them meat.
bored and eat the leader, then yes.
that.
Shribbles, I was already there. I'm writing Frederick and Douglas out of here.
I'm not leaving
I
them.
love sentient horses. I always make them such assholes in the best
They're
ways.
not assholes. They're asking for something more than just some oats. Ya fucker.
I don't
They can
pay them in
be
oats,
communists
I
and
pay them in
assholes.
silver.
So, let me get this...
You could
Apparently
give them some
Ron's a magic
molasses.
missile.
Nobody listens to horses.
They can buy their fucking molasses.
Nobody listens to
They
them.
have a wand of magic missile. They'll listen now.
So, your plan, let me get this right, is to be a 350-pound turtle riding a horse.
425.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for helping my point. You're a 425-pound turtle loaded with gear, riding a horse through an army of gnolls
With wagon.
with longbows and guns, and you think they're not gonna catch up.
They do have guns. It is a problem.
They do have guns. It's weird that they have guns. Gnolls should not have guns,
Well,
much
Gary, I
less
don't-
free
Why do the
fucking
gnolls have guns?
We can't fly.
Why do you have a gun?
They're leaving us. So you'd be with me.
Because I can?
You just keep telling yourself
That's
that.
the answer. How many guns? Like all of them?
A third of them.
That's a lot.
That's so many guns.
That's a lot of guns.
Guns
They don't
can-
even have to be that good.
Guns are like, at this
I'll
point
be
in
fine,
Faerun
PJ.
history, guns are artisanal things. You go to a gunsmith, they make you one really nice gun.
We can't even fly
Oh,
away
shit.
because at
And
that
a third
point,
of them
if
have
they
those?
just fire. some of them are gonna hit on accident.
Uh-huh.
Now, when the gnolls die, did their gear blow up? Because they didn't. I want some of those gnolls with guns in there, because now that you've said that, I'm seeing dollar signs in this army.
Or we could just blow up their gunpowder.
This
Do I know
would
how
be
guns
very
work?
profitable.
Have you had any reason to interact with a very specific weapons industry? High or low?
Whoa.
Low. It's always low.
You understand that you pull a trigger and something happens and then it go bang and person die.
You should have gone,
magic.
you idiot.
Yeah, it's like non-magical magic.
Yeah, it's magic. Got it.
Desai, these are not normal gnolls, nor do I believe that they're from this plane at this point.
These do seem to be extra planar
You
gnolls.
mentioned
You said we get paid in
You
advance,
mentioned
right?
a prepayment of magic items.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you willing to do it?
Sure. Got nothing else going on.
I'm down.
Shut up. Shut up.
This is not how you negotiate.
They got normal knees.
Your terms are a great starting point. I bring out a forum, putting us as primary trading partners to the future to the Khan and the group on successful completion of this mission.
We have it, Tribbles.
Like it is we'll pay you, but we are a monopoly, and we're going to put in some orders.
I cannot make an agreement on behalf of the Khan, but I am Noyan. My son will be Noyan when he comes of age. I can make an agreement on that. Should we be elevated in rank at any point, it will hold true.
That is acceptable.
Please make the adjustments and I will sign.
Makes an adjustment. You see like a notary thing come out with 3 different seals. And
She signs, hands it back. She actually has very nice handwriting in base common.
You're a crazy person.
where did you learn your arithmetic, by the way?
I went on a
See, I'm paying attention.
I went on a bit of an interdimensional bender that ended in Waterdeep. 4 years at the university. What else are you going to do in that city but stab people?
What's a wire?
After dealing with them, I'll just
It's
quietly
Wait, let me
get
do
a
it.
bottle.
I make fun of
Pull
the
the bottle
fancy
out, hand it
colleges,
over.
but don't know where they actually are located.
You said
She
other
shuffles
dimension. How
around,
do you even
hands
know
you
what
one of
exists?
theirs.
I mean,
Smartass.
Waterdeep is part of this dimension.
I have
Nice.
turned over, like I was shell down or belly down
I
first.
just pay attention
I have
by
turned
the amount of
over
trade
and like
rules I
getting
got
as much
from an
belly to
area.
the fire
We
as
apparently
possible,
haven't made that
while
far south in a while.
maintaining eye contact.
Delightful.
Getting warm. Oh god.
if you're rolling your back,
I
you
think
die.
I got all of them tribbles. I'm pretty sure I got all the lane. Mad Claw, we don't know what the last one is. Even Nate had no clue what the last one is.
If it's the thing you told me about before, I know what it is. I'm just not sure if that's what you're actually referencing. If that's what it is, that's not showing up here. That'll show up later. So,
What's the good stuff here, dear?
It totally is.
What's the good stuff
The
here?
last one, it totally is.
good to know. Look, I mean, you
I
didn't
did-
like alcohol, or are you asking about your pay?
We'll take that too, but I was pointing him to the magic items because that was his expertise. Because he had to train for 50 years to get this good.
Fair.
I don't know why
I
you won't
didn't
just go
take
kill
that. I was
the
gonna take
magical
an
worm
item.
as you describe it.
Well,
Worked for
pray
me.
for it. Pray
So-
for it.
One, I
She
did
makes a
not
point.
describe it as a magical worm. I described it as a freaky fish demon.
Show me the stuff.
So
Pray
she
for
goes and she grabs a box,
No.
brings it over, sets it down, opens it up. They're all yours.
it. Hold on.
There are 4 magic items in there.
Anything that
You
a
have-
seashell is mine.
You all have a choice to make. I have a list of magic items that I've created, or you can select from what the wonderful viewers have
Do
suggested.
we get to hear what the viewers suggest?
The viewers.
You get to select viewers or my stuff.
Can I
After
mention
that,
what they've?
Do we get to know the choices of what
I
the
do know
viewers
what the
put out?
choices are before.
fair.
So-
For the viewers, yes.
Okay.
The Shield of Song. It sounds like steel drums playing Margaritaville. That keeps going until it repeats and
That's
loops
for the
infinitely. Wand of
kinda like
Pointing,
as a
which
dwarf,
is
I'm not gonna
basically a laser pointer. It's a very
I use that to fuck.
light
We
spell.
use that to fuck with you, Mike.
A thermal cube, which basically just keeps a like 15-foot cube around you warm at like 95 degrees.
Temperate.
Oh, that's pretty-
A robe of stars. It didn't have an understand. They didn't have
That's actually a very useful item
Yeah.
from the DMG.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at you like
a
I think I know
chest
what you're
of
looking-
preserving, which is a like human. It's a trunk that will fit a few dead bodies.
It's a meat locker.
Krizen's ooze and Huggins.
The fuck is a
Which-
Chris Ooze?
Huggins will not be showing up here. Huggins might show up later.
Crazy News I've heard of. I can't remember what that was.
So you have 4 items. You can take viewer items or from my special stack in any combination.
Special stack.
I'm kind of.
I'll
The
let
only
each of
thing
you
on-
make a choice for yourselves.
I'm kind of down because I want the thermal cube. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really selfish for the
No,
thermal cube.
I know he's going to make a smart decision because there's an item on there that makes sense for him. I'm going to go Nathan item because I know the way you think.
I want
You're going to
Nathan
make me
item.
roll, and it's going to be amazing practicality. It's going to be absolute shit practicality, but still
Cursed.
amazing.
You
which
don't
means
even need
either
to
way,
roll.
it's amazing.
Cursed.
Pick a number between 1 and 25.
25? That doesn't make any sense.
I have 25 magic items that I brewed up.
Choose a 3. Oh, shit.
Let's see, how many dice do I need to be able to hit a 25? I can't hit the ones.
4d6.
Take this D30.
I can just re-roll.
Oh,
What
it's
did I
all the way
win?
over there.
You win a reroll.
That is so
Wait,
in character.
wait,
That is
wait.
so in character with my
Hey.
character.
Hey,
No,
you
no,
got
that's
chunkers.
too
That's
many numbers.
too many.
Well, not really. You could just
Oh,
divide by
good
4.
Divide by 4.
Yeah.
Or
In which case, you
just repeat. the
Divide by
numbers.
4.
like above 25. You mean?
1
Yeah,
through 25, 26 through 50 is the next set. Then,
Yeah, basically just-
76.
Look, I'm
Restart
not going to listen to the love of my wife. I'm not going to listen to you.
I'll use chunkers.
Ah! I'll tell
Put
you,
in the same number.
I'll tell you what. One more, and then I'll really. I'll just say one.
Yes.
One more time, then I'll listen to you. Come on, 27.
You gotta stop rolling so far away.
Hot number
9.
coming out.
Oh, that's it. That's
Oh,
That's a
deeper.
9.
All right,
That's less than
9.
25.
So, and are you taking one of
I'm
these?
going from your list.
The thermal
Very
cube.
well. Number 1.
Whatever this is, divide it by 9.
9?
Or by 4, sorry.
You got an 85. So it would be
21.
21.
Actually, 22 technically.
22. Yeah.
22. Callahan.
so it would be a 10. Okay.
You
Actually-
are one of mine.
I'm taking
Actually,
one of
his is the
yours.
21. Sorry.
So
I
Oh, boy.
I
I'm
understand
doing it the
Tribbles.
rational way. I'm just repeating 1 through 25 over and over again. Unlike a crazy person. So I got 41. So hurt my brain. 25 minus 9. Do it. 16. That's what I got.
You've got a 10.
25 minus 9 is 16.
25 minus 9 is 16, yeah.
16. That's what I got.
And
And,
Braden.
I mean, it's not like I'm cheating.
So here's the
I don't
problem.
know. 16
The
could be
Robe of
bad.
Stars is good for me.
It is.
There's
It
some
is.
very
Wearing
good
a
things on
mantle
here for
already.
sure.
Oh, bummer. What's your
Mm.
mantle?
Spell resistance.
Give it to me.
No.
I'll take it.
Yeah, spell
See, give it to the
resistance.
chortle.
Spell resistance is pretty good.
So,
I normally-
Spell resistance is very good. For a
No,
wizard
man, I
especially.
don't normally wear clothes, but
3.
Three is a good
All
one.
right, 3.
Baklava?
And I take it that you will be identifying for everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. In that case, pass this down to Callahan, and pass this one down to Braden.
Look, I'm honest.
Oh, I got 19,
I-
not 16.
You may consult those. I need to use the bathroom.
Wait.
Have fun.
Wait,
Am I supposed to have 16 or 19? Not that
Oh.
it matters.
16.
you're supposed to have 16.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure if I'd rather have
16 is longer. I'm
like
gonna die.
a useful Nathan or a ridiculous. Oh my God, that thing's. It's like 2 paragraphs.
I'm gonna die.
That's like 3. I have like 3 lines.
Ooh, fancy. Oh,
Okay, well, who wants to read theirs first?
Dibs.
Go ahead.
Let
I
me
got-
read. Oh, go ahead.
I got a rock of burning. I might trade you. It's a lump of brown sedimentary rock with white limestone layers eternally engulfed in a raging fire. This fire cannot be extinguished by any means. Skin contact with the rock of burning negates its effects on the user and their equipment, so you don't burn. The rock can be grabbed without taking damage, so long as it only takes one round. Any creature who starts or ends their turn within 5 feet of the rock, who is not in skin contact with it, takes 3d10 plus 8 fire damage, with a DC 18 con save for half. Any item that can be ignited, including worn and carried items, ignites. Sounds like gunpowder. Metals do not heat or melt, and can be used to safely contain the flames.
That one specifically comes out in a small metal box.
Everything other than metals reacts as appropriate for temperatures similar to the interior of a glass furnace. If thrown, this effect only occurs where the rock lands. The rock of burning sheds bright light in a 60-foot radius.
So if you bring it out, we can't be within 5 feet of you, so I hope your cure
Nope.
spells are enraged. Because I'm not doing those con saves to
You
be
are
close to
specifically told, please do not open the box until you are outside.
So it's just got like a label on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, since,
They can tell me
since
what's
I'm
that.
going on with the short one, the Athame of Eternal Change. A dagger, sorcerer, so that's great, with a wavy blade formed from a rainbow metal, carved with the celestial runes. DC 25 Wisdom save to resist. Crumbles to dust after a successful use, so one-time thing. Forces a creature to polymorph into something out of the monster manual permanently. If they're dead, it revives them at full health to do this.
That could be way worse, because you could stab a chicken and end up with a hydra. So, chicken hydras.
Brayden, yours is short. I think I got the longest.
Mine
name.
is not short.
Ooh, what did we get?
I thought
Ooh,
if you...
we got a follower.
We
Thank you.
did.
Thank you.
Hello.
Welcome in.
Say hello, so because we missed your name. Oh, dang it! I missed your name.
So, if I killed something,
Alpha OSS
killed like a
01.
chicken to make a hydra,
Thank you for the
would it
follow.
be friendly to us, or would it just be a hydra?
It acts according to its name.
So, mine,
Oh, interesting.
It'll be pissy with you because you killed it. It'll spell the brain of a chicken.
mine is the
What
hat
if I
of
turn
Verding
into somebody
Goodly.
that loves them?
A simple flat cap of blue fabric accented with golden thread in arcane patterns. And that's the last good part of this paragraph.
That's not the last good part.
That's not true.
It gives you bonus charisma.
No, it doesn't. While wearing this hat, this character gains +3 to their wisdom modifier.
Oh, wisdom.
They also become illiterate and are limited to their native language.
Illiterate?
Illiterate. Comprehend languages as a spell or item effect does not translate the words of the wearer. If the wearer speaks Common as their native language, they can instead speak and understand only Celestial. The effects last until both the hat is removed and the character has taken a rest. Long or short.
I think that is actually supposed to be charisma. Let me just double check here.
As I say, if it's wisdom, I might trade you for an eternally burning rock.
I would make that trade.
But 3d10 is a lot. It
That
does-
would be really good for me for
It
what I
does
want to
make
do.
it a lot less likely for people to approach me during combat. I mean, that's not bad, and it doesn't take concentration. I just have to hold on
The
to
problem,
the rock.
Tribbles, is that I wanted one of the suggestions, but I'm wearing a duplicate item.
I thought about taking the Robe of Stars. It's not that bad of a thing, but it would clash with my outfit.
I got the monocle of that which cannot be unseen. A golden monocle whose glass is inscribed with arcane sigils of fine silver thread. While wearing the monocle, a character gains +3 to all wisdom checks. Additionally, once per long rest, they may ask a question to any player or the DM about anything within the game. This must be answered honestly. at which point their intelligence attribute is permanently decreased by 1d4. This question is asked beyond the fourth wall, so no other characters are privy to the question or the answer. Once per hour or upon viewing something with aspects beyond mortal understanding, the wielder must make a wisdom save DC 15 plus 1 per hour the monocle is worn. The DC will be increased appropriately for non-hourly tests. Failure deals 1d20 plus 3 psychic damage, which can only be healed by a long rest as they receive information no mortal was meant to know. If this would kill the character, their intelligence is instead permanently reduced by 1 and they take no damage. These effects last for 1 hour after the monocle is removed. I'll trade you.
No, I'm
Oh, yes,
you
that is
came up
supposed
with
to
a
be
winner.
charisma.
It is
No,
supposed to be
no.
charisma?
Yes.
You guys got your shitty things. I'll take my eternally burning rock.
Does this let me see in magical darkness?
It does not.
Damn it. Hey, I'll trade you.
But this does make me viewable.
I'm
I'm not trading you,
You
for
can
a
learn.
monocle
You
that
can,
makes
you
me.
can learn how to get to the tower.
Why would I want a monocle that makes me dumber?
No.
You
Let me
could
teach you
find
the
the
art of the
temple.
deal. Phil,
Wait,
let me
read
teach
this
you the
again?
art of the deal. You could be prettier.
You could find the temple.
Does it make me smell of roses?
No.
Prestidigitation could make it so.
You could
I
find
throw
the
it in, it's a
temple
good deal for rock.
for a few measly
Or
intelligence
I could
points.
pay you 5 gold pieces to tell me where the temple is.
Oh, like I'm doing that.
All right. You probably don't have a lot of intelligence to
Here.
lose.
Do you have Dimension Door?
No.
Do you have Teleport?
Absolutely
or the
not.
DM.
That's a 7th level spell.
I have
Yeah,
a
I don't
solution
wanna
for us
lose
on a
the
silver
intelligence.
platter, and you
I'll
just
find it.
disappoint
I just
me.
gotta wait 100 years or so. Here.
Give me
You
that
really need to
rock.
go find yourself.
No, I like my rock.
Or,
I like my
or,
rock.
you could be pretty.
You know what's happening.
But I got my rock.
That's
You're
your
gonna put it on and
I
brand.
got a
You're gonna put it on
box.
and never take it off.
It's a
Take it
special
down.
monster.
No.
Monster box.
Once he's asleep, I'm
Charisma.
switching
All the
using
burning.
stealth and sleight
If
of
it was
hand. and
wisdom, you
stealing.
would have had a trade.
Jesus.
Well, he changed
I
it.
have a plus 5 and a plus
Well,
9.
it says wisdom.
I'll take my birdie rock. 3d10 plus 8 is a
You want
lot.
me to roll now?
No.
And
in an hour,
it's a con
if you're wearing
save.
it, you don't have to wear
I'm not wearing that.
it. Fair enough.
I will replace the rock with this.
So yeah, enjoy your monkey's paws.
This. I'm just gonna put this one.
Any item that can be.
Regrettably
that
for you,
important?
I already got a hat.
So,
Dang it.
just so I'm clear,
Mm.
it doesn't affect me or my items, right?
Yes.
Nope.
You
Okay.
and anything that you are wearing or
Okay.
carrying are unaffected.
Technically, does that affect
You don't
the
want to
horses
stand
and
next
the
to me
wagon?
because do you carry gunpowder?
If he's on the horses or the wagon, yes.
You can't be anywhere near your horses or your wagon.
I'm not gonna take it out of the box till I'm in battle. Don't be silly.
The box does contain the flames and it doesn't heat up.
Temple location.
Yeah, I like your item best.
That's because mine's the only one that's not cursed.
Temple
Yeah,
location.
it's just a little bit tricky to use.
I mean,
Says you.
Yeah. This is probably the single versed item I could have pulled from your box
I just
for a wizard.
I just need like. That'll
Does
teach
that
how
keep
to take
you
the
warm?
rolls
There is
first.
one for intelligence.
As a side effect, does that keep you warm?
Sure, but this is illiteracy for a
This?
wizard.
If you're on fire.
It
yes.
will keep you warm.
Literacy's so bad.
Yeah.
All you have to do is lay next to me.
You're a wizard.
I'm illiterate. I don't know magic anymore. What a great item you have paid me today.
Hey, you can put it on somebody else and make them illiterate.
But
Oh,
also,
right.
here's the thing.
Hmm.
Your payment kind of sucks. Do you have anything like lost temples or
I know of this great abandoned wizard's tower.
I
I mean, if you're giving it away, I'll take it.
Yell
No, we're
at
trading.
Chuckles because
No,
she
I
saw
don't
that
do
one
that.
coming.
Listen,
Anything that causes a permanent ability drain is bad.
who keeps your ass
Well,
safe?
I already
Me.
have an answer
No.
to the Wizard Tower entry.
Douglas.
No.
Doesn't even need
Douglas
dimension.
would kick you.
Douglas
He
likes
has
me.
told me this.
Douglas likes me.
He would.
'Cause I'm assuming
kick you in
that's
a
what you
heartbeat.
wanted the dimension door for.
No. Oh, I could give it to the horse. No.
I wanted to cause a nuclear option behind us where we get to leave the scene
I can't get the horse.
quickly.
But also, do you
But
have
I
any
can't
grain
do
for
that
my
because
horses?
this is a yurt.
Oh, yes, we have plenty of that.
Okay. Like, you know. But no money.
No money.
Just the box with the burning rock. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have a hell of a trade agreement if we pull this off.
What a deal.
I literally beamed the Paragon mask
Okay.
so I could see a flying portal.
It's a rock.
I didn't see that one. I'm sorry, Tribbles.
Who what?
I will put that on the list.
Excellent.
I can't spell that, so I gotta check
Mask.
Okay. I will be giving the chat much more consideration from this point forward.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there are things that are probably more suited to you specifically in there.
Anything
You
with
got
a
the
seashell, I call dibs.
shittiest one for you specifically.
I'm so good at deals.
On to the long rest because we
Actually,
ran for 5 hours.
Are we long resting?
Cucumber one?
We don't have to. The horses ran. We did it.
He didn't run.
I mean, the sun's
How
kind
far
of.
away is the wizard's tower?
From here, maybe about 3-4 hours east.
Yes, Sinneth.
that's
What
a
is
bit
the
much.
cucumber wand?
The cucumber wand? I like it. Does
It
it
already
just-
sounds more useful than this hat.
Does it shoot cucumbers, or is it just
How far
Just-
away is this tower?
3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4 hours.
I'll take it. So,
We have been awake for 5 hours. 3 to 4 hours is going to put us at least at dark.
Not unless it's summer. If it's Siberia, we have like 23 hours.
what
of
he
summer.
just said?
It's not.
You're
You're in the Ice Rim Mountains in the fucking winter.
Well, we should probably.
Oh, it's been dark for
Bed
like
down.
6 hours then.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'll be dark where you get up too.
Can we stay in the yurt? Wait, no. I'm gonna stay with my horses.
That's probably a good idea.
Oh,
You're
I'm
free to stay
hunkering
in the
down.
village if you like for the night. We can keep the gnolls from getting too hungry for at least that long.
I bring the horses in.
Good news! The yurt's designed for that.
Okay.
I will
Do I
like
have any
gently
magic
move
that
a
keeps
thing and
gnolls
like
from-
burrow down just a little bit, as close to the fire as I can without like, getting hurt.
Hmm.
So
I'm just gonna throw that rock right next to the turtle.
Question.
Yes.
What is a horse's native
did you
language?
just say you threw that rock right next to the
His-
portal?
They speak. They
Equine.
speak common. They speak common.
They speak common, that is not their native language.
Equestrian?
Interesting.
It's just a cucumber. It feels magical, but it's just a cucumber.
It makes good flavored water.
Interesting.
If he drops that rock down next to
I'm
me,
not dropping it next to you because you would start on fire and die.
That is true. That is how it works.
Does Douglas still have the wand of magic missile?
Roll perception or investigation if you feel like getting right up in there to check.
If you
Perception's
steal
fine.
from me, I will kill you.
It's a 19.
You don't see it.
It's in his butt.
That's concerning.
It's part of it now.
actually, that would not be a surprise I would want to find. Instead of getting kicked, you get magic missile. Not what I was expecting.
But yes, I go to the horses and I bring them in.
And I wasn't going to steal from you. I was going to correct an error.
It sounds like stealing with more steps.
It's only stealing from the horse to give it to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. Anyway.
I didn't think you would have a problem with that.
I mean, why you gotta be racist? Hate
On being
horses.
brought inside, the horse's grumbling about the revolution decreases somewhat in intensity.
But
They appreciate it.
do we have that wand?
Are you asking the horses specifically, or are you just...
Yeah,
letting them?
Douglas.
He kind of flips open his lips, and you can see that he's tucked it back in by his gums.
Oh, that is nasty. That is gonna cause an infection, man. Like, you don't even know. Ugh.
You did this.
I will sneak Douglas and Frederick some molasses in their oats.
I like you.
Do you have molasses in your list?
I do.
I don't. I want to see your equipment list.
You cannot.
That's because you're a liar.
Go to sleep.
You don't even have. You don't even have oats.
Go to sleep.
I feed them both a couple of sugar cubes.
Do you have
Like
sugar
you
cubes
too.
written down?
I bought provisions during this whole trip.
Exactly.
And you don't get to use that. I'm the one who bought them.
I know you have
And
them.
since the horses are smarter than you, I'm not going to get involved.
They are actually they are of equivalent intelligence to me.
What's your intelligence?
It's an 11. Theirs is a
Yeah,
10.
yeah, they're about equivalent.
Yeah. They're
He's
smarter
only
than you, Phil. Hold on. Phil, are they smarter than you?
No.
Really?
What's your intelligence?
I'm an Eldritch Knight.
Oh. Are they smarter than you?
Yes.
Okay.
So you make a contract.
Contracts are for people that are.
Wow. I did not realize that. Clever. I like it, Shane.
Everyone wants to sweeten the horse's view of them.
I don't care. I'm just not getting
Listen,
involved.
there are 2 heroes in this group, and it is not any of us.
I'm a hero.
So when I feed sugar, I whisper to one of the horses, if I had an ability to make you incredibly powerful so you never had to pull a card again, how would you feel about that? It would be a very painful transition.
They're paid!
Suspicious, but willing to hear you out.
Let's talk more tomorrow.
Agreed.
They're paid!
And I offer an extra sugar cube. While nobody was around.
They make more than a skilled artisan.
Well, not
Once
my
he's
guilty, though.
asleep, I make my move.
Fair enough. There is a thing that happens before that. So you guys are settling in. You've basically been given one of the sleeping areas. And as you guys are settling in, the tent flap parts, and in walks the largest gnoll that you have seen in that entire party. Fully 9 feet fucking tall.
Is it a woman?
It is.
The women are bigger.
None of the other ones are this big. She stands head and shoulders above the rest of the pack that you've seen.
Is it a threat to us?
I'd let you know, but Shane's gone away.
Because that's a problem.
It is a problem.
Anthropomorphize them. Give them thumbs.
What's going on?
A gigantic fucking gnoll has walked in.
9-foot knoll.
Well, I'm in the tent while I'm talking to the horses.
Tribbles wants the horses.
The horses are in the
in
tent.
the tent.
This gnoll looks across all of you, locks onto you in particular, and says in perfect dwarvish,
Eats you.
"You, I have not had one to converse with intelligently in some time. Would you drink with me?"
And in Dwarven, which my husband would understand, my spouse would understand if she put in as much effort as I did to learn her native language.
Not learn. Oh my.
I
I
say,
did learn
of
her
course,
native
what a
language.
wonderful surprise.
It's just not the native language she would have preferred I learn.
Common is not my native language.
Tribbles is saying
I was
I'm
not
married.
referring to common. I was referring to deep speech.
It's basically drunken swearing for dwarves.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Come on, wisdom check. Fail it, please. Oh, look, I failed.
Wonderful.
Nah, disintegration. She won't be able to come back. I don't want to go that far.
How far down do you want her?
Oh, she said deep speech. Yeah, give me the player's handbook, please.
Interesting.
Alley-oop. I'm way ahead of
That's
you.
fine.
You're too slow.
Good.
Which is the +9.
Oh, and the DM, if the
That's
other
sleight
players
of
are
hand,
standing
Which
by
is +5.
Lyra, I would assume that they have seen enough domestics and know the trigger words enough that they're standing by her. They should at least have a wisdom save to move.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
like
We're
burrowed
about
in.
to start this.
I've got
Once she,
that
once she
nice
says
bottle.
deep speech, my eye twitches, and then Dwarf has to say, I would love to. Give me a moment. domestic about to happen.
Gallus,
I've got the
She
bottle that I
unslings
got
the
from
rifle
the
from
waiter.
her shoulder, leans back against one of the support beams, and seems to settle in to watch.
So, does this count as surprise, or are you invoking me and
firearm?
therefore we have to roll?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I guess
she has
that's,
like a
I guess that's a
6 foot
Confused as to
Yes,
why
it's
shit is
DM.
going down.
thick barreled.
I guess it's a DM
Sig-
question.
Yeah, that's just gonna say.
She also has a bandolier of cartridges.
Apparently, my loving wife is offended that I consider deep speech to be her primary
Perception.
language, just because she is mind melded with a freaky fish.
Oh,
demon.
you're attacking him.
Yes,
You're
because,
having a
because
disagreement.
Oh.
Domestic violence.
we
is
agree on some
happening.
trigger words early on, and this is her equivalent of basically calling me a glorified worm because
You're a
of how I got
fool.
my magic.
Just what's her?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So DM question:
I had to listen
Since this
to
is a
so
domestic
many
and we've
barbs
had
about
so
mine
many,
education.
Is this a surprise attack, or is this we
No.
have to roll initiative?
You
to see-
cannot
Okay.
surprise attack each other.
That makes sense. Okay.
I
Well,
also cannot be surprise attacked, period.
well, fair
They're
enough.
always expecting an attack from their.
Well, I have a 7th if you want to make the first move.
Listen, Callahan,
That's why eye twitches.
Yeah.
I have the bottle.
Oh yeah, I've been that initiative.
Whatever
Cool. Do your thing.
the
Uh,
community leader has given me in exchange for whatever I gave her. Would you like a refill?
You know, but
Huh?
the
Okay, well,
firearm
it's not- I need
is a good place to start.
Well, you're dealing.
So
with
I
stuff
see-
I'm not.
Yalla's eye twitch.
Yeah.
So I reach for my gun.
Yeah.
Don't even fucking think about it.
I think about it. Is that a hold action then?
It's a held action.
I think about it and I silent cast. So you don't have a trigger to go after me.
Does it have somatic components?
Nope.
Interesting.
I have something that means I can cast. I took the things so I can cast without them.
Oh, wonderful.
So I can just like twitch or not even twitch and it's going off.
Fair enough, carry on.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I will. So a black hole appears around him. Tentacles shoot up. Give me that dex save.
At advantage. Yay.
Go for it.
Oh, that's good. 21.
Cool. I guess you take half then. That's probably good for you. So half of whatever 17 points of bludgeoning damage is, and you are not knocked prone and restrained.
8 or 9.
8.
How close is she?
At this point, you guys are probably,
About 20 feet apart.
I'd say at most
Okay,
15.
how big the earth? Okay.
20 feet, you said?
We'll say 15.
15? Most excellent. Because I'm going to cast a spell rather than shoot you.
Mm-hmm.
Because now it's time to make a scene. So, what I do is
And in perfect Dwarven, so you don't understand it, I say deep speech this.
I walk up 15 feet to my loving spouse,
Mm-hmm.
and I cast Thunderstep.
What do I need to do?
Constitution save.
Good God.
Well, I rolled a 2, but that's... I don't think 11's going to be enough.
No.
That's okay.
So that's 13 points of... You know what? I won't modify the damage type. It will be thunder.
Just have the noise.
Just because the noise can be heard up to 300 feet away.
Tribbles, yes, most likely
And
that
I
was
will
it.
teleport 90 feet up in the air with my wing boots, so I'm outside.
How are you going to a ceiling?
So basically,
Thunderstep is Misty Step's big brother.
yup.
Oh, never heard of that one.
So basically, you get attacked by tentacles, march up to your wife, and then explode in thunder and fuck off 90 feet straight up.
Mm-hmm.
The gnolls are howling.
Like I said, I'm burrowed in. I have the alcohol I
Did I hear you?
haphazardly traded for. I didn't mean to trade
Yes.
for Is it good alcohol?
13,
Or is it like...
13.
It tastes like
I'm
shit.
going to.
but
It will
only
get you
within 5
shit-faced
feet.
in about 4 minutes.
Cool.
No, it's okay. I'm going to use my ability
Just
because
little
I
sips.
just want
I'm
to.
not trying to get drunk, but I'm dealing
So
with
I'm going to
this
give you
shit.
resistance to thunder damage.
Oh, I'm good, but thank you.
No, you don't get a choice.
So I looked at what talked to me. It's like, let's see. I guess he's no longer in here. Can I
He
get
doesn't
advantage
even
on
want
an
my
insight check
resistance.
to know his moves when he decides to pull this kind of crap?
Not fixing it.
Me.
I'll say yes.
Okay, that would be a 18. So I assume I can be like, just a moment, I'm gonna step outside. I have an idea of what just happened.
Of course. I will be waiting.
Dragon's Milk is good.
I prefer the darker stouts if you know what they have on.
I'm
hand
burrowed
here.
in. Like, I'm ready for the next...
And you just hear.
And you just
Fucking
hear a
amazing.
thunderclap.
All their stuff
You
is
can take
amazing.
resistance if you want.
I step outside and I look up at him. I assume he went straight up.
They don't want.
I assume there's not a sky full of pigeons or anything.
Yeah, no.
Cowards.
Cool.
I'm burrowed in, ignoring them. having
Make me a
sip.
charisma saving throw.
I might have something to make you more.
There are many of the villagers
I'm already
peeking out
there.
very concerned.
I'm right next to the fire.
Where we watched a TikTok where they
unfortunate.
explained how you
That's only a
bury
12.
They bury their pet monstrels every winter. Like they
You're
dig-
banished.
They dig a hole because they hibernate,
Uh-huh.
and they put them in there, and then they just mark it with the ring of circles so they can dig them up.
So you find yourself in a familiar
It's
Demi
necessary
play where you are
for
restrained at the moment.
All right.
You have been put in
I'm
timeout.
going
Them
to
out.
take some prep
No, it's
time.
not freezing them out.
You have like a minute
Yeah,
before
no.
you reappear,
Yeah, they,
so.
they need it to keep their biological.
As far as
clock.
I'm concerned, that domestic is
I want
over.
to see that video. That sounds hilarious.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Well, I will walk back into the earth for
It
the
just seems
strangely
weird to
well-spoken
bury your
individual.
I know,
for the
right?
winter.
So,
What would you like to do?
I thought of
Oh, I just say, like,
next dog weekend.
wonderful. Where did you learn to speak Dwarven like that?
Okay.
I was raised in the grand city of Dalunvur.
Have I ever heard of this place?
No.
Hmm.
Well, most
It
dogs
is a dwarven
Yeah,
city. They took me in
to keep the yard.
when I was but a pup.
However much room they have to
Unfortunately, a time comes where one must leave the nest, and so I went and found a family of my own. I go back and visit on vacation occasionally.
Oh, wonderful. Family is important.
Quite so.
And don't get the wrong impression. I may have a banishment once in a while, but I do love her, but she just knows how to push those buttons sometimes.
One must know if dominance can be established, or the rule must be of a partnership. There is nothing strange about this.
I assume you gotta save us sometime at some point, or
I'll
you
be
just gotta
back
let the
in-
minute. You just take your minute.
I'm taking my minute to plan how you're going to pay for this.
A save for what?
Feel free to pick your mind.
I banished him.
I will cast greater invisibility while I am banished,
Okay.
and then I will be returning and dropping a thunderbolt on him.
By the by, Shane, what's your passive perception?
Oh, that's a wisdom thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
Okay.
Well, it'd be
Well, she has
8
acquired
plus
you.
minus
She
whatever
has
it is.
pulled from fucking somewhere some excellent stout.
I don't know, has it. And my passive perception will be like a 8. I active will be a 13.
Fair enough. If you choose to actively examine her equipment, that's what I need to know. He picked up on it.
Yeah, I would take a look just to see.
Uh,
Because no speaking good Dwarven, that has not happened in my experience.
Or
so most of the other gnolls that have guns have relatively simple weapons. Haven't gotten a close look at them, but they're basically straight barrel, stock, trigger, whole thing. She has what looks like a master crafted long rifle. This thing is like 6.5 feet long, finely polished wood, octagonal barrel, and gold lettering up toward the very end. And it looks like it's actually been very well maintained.
So even not knowing about guns, I could just take a look at that and be like, that's really good. Like, I just know, I can
Looking
see
at
a
it,
quality.
Not only that, you can see that this isn't a flintlock like she has. She's got a rotating barrel flintlock. you can see that there's a little button on the side that breaks the action open, and this knoll has a bandolier of like actual bullets.
Cartridges.
Cartridges.
Oh So with my 16 that I rolled for perception,
Yes.
would I, and with being a companion for we
Yeah.
discussed this for like a decade,
Yeah.
would I recognize that this is not normal for us in this world?
You are aware that cartridges technically exist. They don't work well. And they come in pistol calibers for single shot break action pistols. Everything that they've tried higher typically blows out the barrel because they haven't gotten the exact measurements that they need right. This is not a thing that exists on rifle scale. And this is a 70 caliber long rifle.
70?
Yes. This is a 9-foot knoll made
It's
of
an elephant
muscle.
gun.
She has a
No.
breech loading elephant gun.
This is not an elephant gun. This is 3 steps higher than an elephant gun.
This is functionally a light anti-tank gun.
I've seen. I mean,
This
seen
is
a
for
50
killing
cal.
orcas
An orca is
Or
smaller than an
dragons.
elephant.
or dragons. Fair point. Sorry, using real world metrics. Like, killing an elephant is one thing. Killing a whale.
An orca is smaller than an elephant. Just saying.
And you start having a discussion.
Indeed.
Start partially. So,
That's fair. Drink.
you seem very different from most of the
I'm dealing
gnolls
with
around here. Are
this
you
shit.
in charge? Did you just come about this group?
Get a horse.
I
trap and
am-
sleep in it.
The leader of the family. The ability to direct is, of course, limited. Gnolls will be gnolls. Thus, why we are here and not plying our trade back home. But I do what I can to keep them focused and on target. What of you? You seem to have an interesting relationship.
Yeah, we fight, but what's relationship if you can't make a great sword unless you put it through the forge? And
I believe that I have heard that metaphor before.
She's the forge.
From someone who blew up their forge, fighting with their spouse.
well, these things happen, but you don't get to 300 years of marriage without a few bumps along the way.
It was going to be thunder.
In truth, I cannot even imagine 300 years of life, much less of marriage.
Yeah, well, I try to get the most out of it because she'll be gone. She'll be here long after I'm gone, and I'll take this point where Yala doesn't recognize the difference between half elves and elves, so she just does not get the point from her that she's not going to live to be 700.
Yeah.
Just go straight over the head.
You let me know when I'm allowed to come back. I've heard this forge discussion before, so I have decided how I'm going to punish you.
Zenith, Heather made that for me. Well, she made it. I stole it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if she would give that to you versus keeping it herself. Yeah, that's pretty wonderful.
She did make a stencil. So she has the ability to make this again. Just saying.
So what's this about a giant door and water and a wizard's tower? The details are a bit sketch based on what we got to so
She
far.
might be listening.
Two separate things. The door and water that they were talking about, we were raiding a goblin's den. They like to dig deep, have to dig them out. Good pay, but dirty work. Turns out they had some sort of contraption set up that opened a portal of some variety, dropped us in the ocean.
Yeah, sounds like it was actual.
They managed to convince the family that on the other side of the portal was Meatland and that they would send us there as long as we didn't eat them. So we ate them and then the family ran through.
Sounds like a kobold trap. We probably had about 60 seconds of combo at this point.
What is a kobold?
It's like a chicken.
That's not
So
Interesting.
I come back. I'm invisible,
You pop in.
and
They're having a conversation.
I'm gonna drop a firebolt on my darling spouse. Please make a dexterity save. So rude. Because it's not the cantrip.
I think it's kind of funny that we both have spells that the other is not good at dodging.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
All right.
I'm gonna assume you've hunkered down close to me.
I probably pulled a horse trough.
He's invisible. You don't know he's back.
down in it.
Well, I guess you've seen enough domestics to know how this is probably going to go.
Yeah, they
Passing
know to
the bottle
take.
They're
back and forth.
anticipating.
Fire. Yeah, just up and out.
They watch your last major domestic
occasionally
detonate
hand
a
it to
building.
Frederick.
So a
Douglas.
bolt of fire comes down from the sky, dealing you 26
So we're dealing
points
with
of damage.
horses taking a swig from our bottle as well.
I mean, I'm going to do something awful.
To them or me?
Let me talk this with you. I have to
Then I'm
make
gonna
sure that ethically I'm in the clear here.
Okay.
Do you need a moment?
No.
No, I
When she
gave
gets
Douglas
like
that
this,
one.
it's
Because I wanted to make sure if the Knolls tried anything.
she's made her
You
point.
take the wand. I'll poke you.
I'll let
It's
this
not
one
a
go.
wand.
And I
It's
take
so-
out a little black
did not.
book,
He did.
You gave
go to the
me-
chapter with her name, and just
gave
keep
it
going
to
over like page
You
after
did not
page
tell
and
him it
make
was
a
a lent.
mark.
You gave
and
it to
then
him.
Lent it.
Don't talk
I
to
find
me like
that
Douglas
when
isn't
making up
standing
with
right there.
one
I will.
who is angry with
I
you,
will
it helps to invite
you-
them to participate in
I have
activities.
no idea.
Good luck.
I mean,
She only wants to read.
I'm buried, by the way. Like
Then
I'm
let
half
her-
underground.
Call her down,
Like,
invite
you
her
will
to sit
want
next to you. She
my
may
help
read her book.
eventually.
I assume that
Yes.
she does not speak
And
this
you'll give it.
language, so she need not
And I'm
bother.
not gonna take it.
And so in
Just
Elvish,
let
because
me finish my
the domestic might be over, but I am still going to rub salt in the
Douglas.
wound, especially
Okay.
when the
You
inevitable
have my
guilt
words
comes
here.
later.
and
So in
convince
perfect
them
Elvish,
to give me the wand.
I will say,
No.
dear, if you're
You
finished
aren't
now,
allowed to persuade someone to give you a.
I'm
learning
sorry,
some
was the
interesting
forge too hot
details.
for you?
mhm.
And I will come
Douglas
down
is
at
in
that
your
point.
employ. Forever.
if you like to
No.
be
because
part of this
he's a
conversation in
horse.
this dimension,
He can
I would.
leave.
Thank you for inviting me. Finally.
she's never heard of
He
kobolds.
just doesn't.
What?
The Knoll will look over at you and do this.
Oh, I will take this opportunity to fast cast a ritualized version of comprehend languages, so that they do not have to be
Fair enough.
unreadable.
Please tell her that I greet her.
I do so in perfect Elvish.
I understand, thank you, dear. Just because I do not speak the language does not mean I cannot take the time to understand it.
By which you mean you learned a spell to shortcut.
70% of the time, it works. Every time.
Don't be jealous. Doesn't look good on you.
Again.
Again, no student loans in this relationship. From me.
That doesn't make any sense.
Making the first step is
Take
always
one.
the hardest,
And
but
it's actually
the
gonna
most
take-
rewarding, even if it is only temporary.
If he gives it back
True.
after you ask.
But yes, these kobolds
fine.
that you speak
That's
of do
fine.
sound
Yeah,
rather
if he-
delicious.
No
They're like
persuading. You have to ask.
Green lizards eat a little bit
That-
bigger than goblins, and
That
they taste
doesn't
like
make
chicken.
any sense.
Interesting.
They
But
believe
like,
themselves to be
Are
descended
you
from
implying-
dragonfolk.
oh, you do speak dwarf.
You made him intelligent.
Fascinating.
Are you implying that the horse has not enough intelligence?
Unfortunately-
to understand what I'm saying?
I would expect that they are
saying
rather stringy.
That
and
you are
thin.
both base individuals.
But
You're basic.
good eating is good eating.
You know that's not true.
Welcome to the conversation,
if
by
you
the way.
take that
Thank you,
wand by
thank you.
trying to
I am
convince him
Ekmol,
that he
leader
has the
of our
rights to
family.
it, I will poke
I-
you.
I'll poke you back.
a
I have
pleasure.
300 pokes. Do you want to play that game?
So I'm gonna go talk to my horse.
So, as I was saying, the other door, the one in the magic tower,
Mm-hmm.
it is a regular door, but there is a field over it. Our scouts went in, their flesh was stripped, they are but bone inside now. We cannot enter.
did you get to keep it?
No, we could not enter to retrieve the bones.
No, I meant the meat. Like, was it left in one pile and the bones went
Vaporized.
through? Oh, well, that's lame.
A waste, to be sure. We would like to retrieve their bones that they may be distributed among the family if possible. That's not fundamentally required. My understanding is that there is something within the tower that this village requires from us. We need you to get in and guide us to it.
Oh, you think you're coming with us?
We are coming
work
with you.
way better alone.
We are coming with you.
You think about the contract.
We
They were always
need-
coming with us. There was
Actually, you
no way
guys
to
can't
do
sign
our
one,
job
right?
if they don't come with us.
Oh shit!
There's no way
Your
you're kind of.
compliance was not effective.
Shit! Oh, Callie,
There's
So,
no
yeah.
arguing
part
with
of
her,
this.
then she
I
gets
know.
access.
You guys don't speak
I
Dwarven.
was gonna say, I didn't.
I only
he has to
understand it,
talk
I
to
don't
his horse.
speak it. But translating.
So, pause this conversation briefly. You're speaking with a horse.
Yes. Now I walk up and I put my arm around Douglas. And I offer him some brandy.
I will train my crossbow on him.
So, Douglas. I treat you pretty well.
Reasonably so at times.
Don't
He-
listen.
Pay you better than most humans, I'm gonna say. Right? Like, a silver piece a day is pretty good for most skilled laborers.
I don't know
That's
how much
underpay.
that's worth.
Have you never spent the money that I give you? I'll show you that in the
Do
next
you
step.
have a coin
I
pouch?
don't know how to
does.
do
It's
math.
around his neck. All right. One moment.
He spits
I
out the
cast
wand,
silence on the
passes
troll.
it over to Frederick, and then takes a drink of the brandy.
Okay, yes. Now.
Yes.
Okay. Now. That wand.
Mm-hmm.
I need that
Why?
for where I'm going.
Do you?
I do.
Are you going to leave us with the gnolls?
God, that's a strong argument. The horse is winning.
I know you said you were
I
of
mean,
comparable
I'd
intelligence.
say you could leave, but that would be bad.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen if you want your wand back. This lady, she's pretty nice. Her
Which
people, Ustrana. Her people, they know how to treat horses good. When they're not feeding them to gnolls to save their own skins, but at least that I can understand.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do is we're gonna stay with them. You get your wand back, and if you ever make it out of that tower and get back here, then we can start some contract negotiations. How's that sound?
You do understand that you weren't a slave, right?
Who the fuck else is going to hire a horse except centaurs? And everybody knows that centaurs are racist.
They are.
Well-known fact. Well-known fact.
According to Greek history, they're also rapists. Anyways,
Look, we understand that what you're paying us
You
is
can
decent.
go wherever you like.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. Well, have fun going to the tower.
Right.
We're keeping the wand in that case.
You're so bad.
I mean,
We can go wherever we like,
I gave you that for self-defense.
and we appreciate
not
the
like
severance
me?
pay. No, not particularly. No. No, see, when you don't have fingers and nobody who does respects you, except for
You
hypothetically the person who is manipulating you to pull his carts, you
I
don't exactly
asked
have
you
that
to
many
pull my
actual
cart.
options. You do realize that you acquired us
BJ,
before we were
I'm
intelligent.
glad we broke you.
Yes. Needed someone to talk to.
If you were a baby, and if you were raised from a baby from being a baby as a worker for somebody, what else do you know? My first thought, other than grass and that's a nice ass, was, oh shit, why can I now comprehend language? I get it.
I mean, magic.
It's okay.
You can, Tribbles.
We
You can.
are willing to help you out. We're just asking to be treated as equal members of the party, not just as hirelings.
Oh, you want to share?
Not necessarily a share, maybe half share each. I think that's fair. We'd go to very dangerous places. If we don't go into the dungeon, maybe a quarter share.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
That's coming out of your pay.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, most certainly is.
Well, how about you talk it over with the rest of the party and you get back to us, and we'll see what we can do about this.
I need the wand in the meantime, though, because
I'll tell you what,
This is
once
what
you've
they're
talked to
gonna
the
use to-
party and once you've gotten the okay on this, you can have the wand. If it doesn't work out, well, we can renegotiate. We've conferred with each other, and I've been elected as our union representative. So you come to me,
now
and just don't harass Frederick. All right?
Please awaken more horses.
I might. Now, oh god, the awakened herd. Now, just spend a couple of months here. Just awaken. Don't tell anyone you can talk. Walk on to the next one. Don't tell anyone you can talk. So it doesn't sound okay, but you
Still
also
more
said you
useful
don't,
than Callahan.
you sound like you don't understand the concept of money.
Some lessons on what numbers are would be appreciated.
Okay, so you have a pouch full of silver.
I noticed that. I
One
can recognize what
silver.
silver is. Mm-hmm.
Should feed you for 10 days.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's,
use that as your baseline.
That's
Go off
pretty
of that.
decent. How much silver did you make off the last job?
Oh, I don't
Good
even count.
Good question, man.
I don't know. The only thing that I care about is water.
Mortal,
Don't avoid the question, man.
Mortal, you got an equal share
I-
to her. To,
I don't
her,
know.
right?
How much?
3,000 from your last job.
Silver or gold?
3,000 gold.
30K, man. Silver.
All right, so
Did I get paid
that's
that?
you did. 3,000 total gold was your payment for your last job. That was incorporated into your starting equipment. Okay, so
Were they awakened at the time?
they were not. That's why he's asking him.
Well, there
So-
you go.
Oh, I'm on the
You can-
union side.
So you can see why we're doing more. We're contributing. Not saying that we're doing all of the work or that you don't deserve a very generous share. Just
you got
that.
us to point A to
if
point
you're-
B. Don't belittle yourself, man.
Just that if you're making several orders of magnitude more than us for only slightly higher danger, we deserve what we're earning.
Let me go talk to
You go do your
what was her name?
consultation. We'll this is done.
Really, man? You're gonna ask that? You know his name. Don't be that way.
the chieftain of the tribe.
Oh,
Why are you here?
You're having the conversation right next to me. I'm burrowed. I ain't moving. I'm warm.
the chiefess is Utstrana.
That's right, Ustrana. Okay, I'm gonna go find Ustrana, and we're gonna have a little talk.
All right, so you're going to have a talk. Let's get back to you two talking with.
Am I still
Ekmal.
close enough to hear the conversation with him and the chief?
Yes, this is a decently big yurt, but it's basically just a big tent.
The crossbow follows him.
You're gonna get God.
I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
So you two are speaking with Ekmal.
I mentioned the Dwarven city she's raised in. Just believe me, like, have you heard of that place?
You can make a history check if you'd like.
I like history. Not that much, apparently. That's an 11.
No,
I rolled a 2.
never heard of it.
Neither have the dwarf you think would know Dwarven cities.
I will arch an eyebrow.
So, I assume if we found a way to get you back home, you'd prefer to be there than here. Is that a fair assessment?
I certainly would be. Frankly, I don't know where I am, so I can't go back and visit my family, the dwarven ones. But I do have to take into significant account the thoughts of my Knowlish family, the ones that are here. They're still convinced that Meatland is somewhere around here. She will eat you.
Oh.
And until we have...
Did she literally say she would eat me?
No, that was out of character to Callahan. They're still convinced that Meatland is somewhere out here. We'll need to do some
There's not even a good
exploring.
trading route around here.
Perhaps. I know that there are trade routes around. We haven't found one yet, as far as I'm aware.
Nothing special enough to indicate a land of meat and milk and honey and mead.
No.
We could enforce the kingdom that kicked us out. That solved any pursuit problems.
The Horse Kingdom?
No, the
This
kingdom
is a
whose
good
treasury you
plan.
exploded.
They have castle walls, I can deal with it. Fine, I know that look. We'll try to find a less...
No, I was on
lethal-
board with
Oh.
this plan. I said that would solve a couple problems. And they were very rude to us.
They were.
For an accident.
Like wearing a hat that makes you stupid?
Oh no, that comes later.
Oh. Wait,
We'll see what we can do. Wizards' towers are strange. We may be able to find you a way back.
That would be appreciated.
If you can talk them out of this place being Meatland, that would be for the best.
I have been trying for the last 8 days. It is having an effect, but it is slow. My people are stubborn. And a little bit stupid sometimes.
I am not familiar with how close Knoll families are. Is it more of a, you're very close to 10 cousins and you kind of watch over the rest because you have to? Or is this taking out 10% to make a point, even if it was for the better of the others, would be a great defense?
It depends on the specific family. Some will simply slaughter to assert their authority. Personally, I do not ascribe to these things. It is a trait that my family considers unknowlish, but they respect me for my other attributes. And because I ate the last guy anyway. I did not fight my way to the top. They chose me. I have defended my position with violence, but I did not claim it with such.
But you pooped him out.
Eventually.
I ask because if things go sideways, and...
I will
But-
kill you before I kill any of my family.
Okay. I just
Do
want-
not make me choose. I do not want to. You seem very pleasant. But I will kill you if I must.
That's fair, but you never make an agreement before you
Reach.
know the terms.
Truth.
She was with my dwarf. She gets what I was doing.
She knows what's up.
Also, that would be a very bad situation for all of us if it came to that, so...
I was gonna say that our spat was just warning shots.
I mean, the trouble is technically, I do have a way to send them back a few at a time, but I'm not sure they would believe that's what I was doing. Because if they're not from this dimension, management will do it. If they don't save, they just go back to their original dimension. I could literally one by one pop them out.
That would take some time.
It would, but it would be doable, but only if they believed me, and that's the problem.
Between the two of us, we could send 12 home a day?
That's not a lot.
Shut up.
Oh.
Yeah, but in telepathic, I'm like, yeah, but there's only like 20 of them we're actually scared of.
This is true. So, their numbers are great enough. that if we destabilize the population, they will eat everything.
Yeah, but that includes each other, and then they would leave all those nice firearms.
That is, in fact, how gnolls tend to work. When they split up,
If
they
there's
do
no-
tend to fragment,
if
and
there's
they
no-
are absolutely cannibals.
If the other group has a head start,
And more rifles.
We'll call that Plan B, on the grounds that I did not prepare banishment today.
well, as long as we're on the same page. Finally. Fair point. We'll see what we can do.
When he leaves to talk with the village chief, I will tell. Was it Douglas?
Douglas is the
The
unit
union leader. I will
Yes.
tell Douglas to follow.
I don't know if you've noticed, but horses make a lot of noise when we walk.
That's cool. I'm not saying sneak. I'm saying follow him.
I can hear him from here.
You need to be a part of that, though.
I take your meaning. He's following at a respectful distance.
Can I see him?
Yeah, he's not hiding.
Okay. I'll stop and I'll walk back to Douglas.
Just
Mike.
want to be privy to the discussion.
That's right, man.
It's a private conversation. Are you giving up a part of your share?
No, man. That's all
Oh,
you.
then I guess you can be over there. Something
He's
about
your
something
worker.
blah 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 blah.
You pay the man. They doing
He's-
work. You pay the man.
I have been paying him, but
Not enough,
No, it's
according
okay.
to him.
Out of your share. I got it. It's all right. It's fine.
A private conversation. Does it involve our situation? Or is it something of yours and just yours?
Technically mine and just mine. I
All
will
right.
bring you in on anything that involves just you.
All right.
It
I'm
involves
going
you,
to
man.
trust you on
Involves not just you, but you. But
I'm
this
go-
is a
I'm
me
going to
thing.
trust you on this. Don't fuck us over.
I don't do that though.
You
What was the
don't.
horse's name from the last stable?
Frederick and Douglas.
Maria.
Oh, that I undid that.
You did.
He didn't want to. Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's treating you like you treated her last night, man.
We can handle ourselves.
Thank you.
Just helping.
Doesn't respect you. Just saying. All right.
We can
So-
judge that for ourselves, thanks.
I find
He'll wander
Ustrana
off and
wherever
have a
she's
seat.
at.
She's just in one of the other partitions.
Okay. So. All right.
Yes, Miss Lysandra.
I may need to buy 2 horses.
I suppose that could be arranged.
Okay.
We are in short supply, and they're kind of important, so we're not going to be able to let them go for
Well, I
normal
have
prices.
something. So, Frederick
Okay.
and Douglas, have you talked with them? They're actually quite nice. They're the horses that were pulling my wagon.
Okay,
They don't necessarily want to do that anymore.
okay,
They like it here. Good breeding stock.
okay.
Can I hear this?
Yes.
Wait, he's in earshot? Why is he
No,
following
if
me?
you
You
stay
are
in-
on the other side of the yurt.
Oh, okay.
This is her yurt. There's her family section,
Question.
a cooking section,
That
and a
would
guest
at a
section.
minimum be a listening check. Come on.
He's rolling.
Oh, okay.
Fair.
Would I have advantage because he's not expecting this?
No. He's expecting you to pull some shit.
15.
I don't know. Why are you looking at me? It's his call.
Yeah, you can hear him.
$19.
For what?
Does that hit?
Oh, yes. I'm not using my shield at this point.
I'm impressed that we've devolved into
15.
2 PvPs.
18 hit points?
No, 15 hit points.
Oh.
You have
He
now
shot me.
have an arrow in your ass.
Well.
If you would like to not scream, please make me a wisdom save.
Ooh, yes. Well, I don't know. What's the TN?
I'll put it at 15.
I got high. I got 20 something.
Okay, yeah, you got an arrow in the ass and just kind of.
All right.
Do you need to go deal with that?
No.
Okay. Okay.
One moment. Just going through my Rolodex of curses.
They better than that, man. Don't do it to them.
Go into your shell
Are you the
and
responsible
don't come
ones?
out for the next 8 hours. That's a
Was
geese.
there ever any doubt?
Is that a command?
Okay.
No, it's a geese. It's a spell.
Oh.
It's a wisdom save.
Means if you don't make it, you don't have a choice.
I'll take a nap. That's fine. Wisdom. Gotta go high here.
That's not gonna do it.
12?
Oh God, no. 12.
Oh boy.
She heard as well as me and the horses. Because I had to say it loud enough that he heard.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
I'll take a
wow.
nap. I said my piece. And shot you in the ass.
Wow.
I'm in my shell. I'm happy and sleeping.
Okay,
Okay.
Wow.
Jesus.
and then I heal myself. Well, I'll pull the arrow out and then heal myself.
Probably a good order of operations.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's definitely the way to go. Don't
Typically,
want the wood
that's
melding
what
into
you
your
would-
flesh.
You would want to do. Okay. Where was I? So,
Buying 2 horses.
buying 2 horses.
Yeah.
And negotiating for letting Frederick and Douglas stay here.
Oh, you're thinking about swapping them out?
I don't own them. They have their own money.
Hmm.
So it might not be what you're used to, but you know,
They can talk, right?
right.
Okay.
I just can't necessarily afford their rates, and I don't think that the others are going to agree to pay it.
Okay.
But I will need my cart moved.
Yeah, I think that we can probably arrange something.
You're cheaping out on 1%.
I'll tell you what. I'll
1%. They asked for a full share.
Between them.
They asked for a quarter.
A quarter share,
Quarter
which
share.
Not
no one
knowing
else
it
will
doesn't.
pay,
quarter share or
which
half
means
share
it's
for for hazard
everything
pay.
that I make.
It is a significant reduction.
You're not looking for money. You're looking for a temple.
I am looking for a temple, which takes money.
I'm not a part of this conversation.
No, you're not.
No, you're in your shell.
Look,
8 hours. I
I'll
put
go
you on
have a
timeout.
talk with them if they seem
Time out.
amenable. I'd be willing to offer them I
Sanctuary?
guess-
I don't know the word.
membership of the tribe.
There you go.
Yeah, if they're willing to do that and work like normal horses work
For money.
for money. Well, not necessarily for money.
Well,
For a
whatever.
place in the tribe, food, clothing, a tent of their own.
Whatever
Well-
whatever you're into
Yeah.
with them.
If they're willing to work with that, I can get you 2 horses in trade.
Oh, I'll pay for them.
If you're providing us with horses who are good workers and can understand commands,
They can understand a command.
then I will have no issue with giving you 2 of our regular horses.
Ooh. Oh, I should throw the rock next to the turtle.
You should not.
You should
We
not.
need the turtle.
Also,
Soup. It's good for bribing Knowles.
the
Anyway,
floor is covered in furs.
And they specifically asked you not open the box inside.
fine. Oh, you can fight the geese. You take
There will
5d10
just be
psychic damage.
consequences.
Right.
Yeah. It's not a save or suck. It's
Right.
just a save. Or save or suck.
Right. So yeah, you don't necessarily have to do it. Just so we're clear.
You just take like 5d10 psychic damage if
Yeah.
you fail.
Right. Well, he said. Anyway.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd be clear.
I mean, he already failed. If he goes against it, it's just 5d10.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Now.
okay, fun.
It only happens the once per day, but yeah, if he disobeys it, he's just eating the damage.
Well, the
So,
fun
yeah.
part is he screwed up his own spell.
What do you mean?
He gave a command that only lasted 8 hours.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
want it to last
even
longer
though-
than that. I need you
Because
for
we
the
have
tower.
to adventure tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't screw that up. I did
What
that
am I
on
taking?
purpose.
What am I taking for my 5d10?
If you come out of your
if
shell,
you decide to come out of your shell
it's
early,
5d10 psychic damage.
if you decide 8 hours is too long for a nap, then you get punished.
Right. Otherwise, you just, sit by the fire to stay warm.
Well, I'm already there. Plus, I already hit you in the ass, and so I'm pretty content with myself.
It wouldn't be the first time. Anyway,
So,
yeah. Oh, can I be part of it?
I think it's probably best if I speak just with them.
Fair enough. I'll be over here. You're
No.
right there. You
I'll-
knock
I'll let
yourself
you
out.
know.
I'm gonna use lip reading.
So she goes and has a chat with them. It's pretty much exactly what you'd expect. She makes the offer to them and lays out exactly what being members of the tribe might entail. The horses discuss it with each other, and they do, in fact, seem somewhat amenable.
Cool. I'll continue reading lips, but staying out of their shit.
Fair
But
enough.
not really, because I'm eavesdropping with my eyes.
So, back to the two of you talking with the gigantic fucking knoll with the gigantic fucking rifle.
Not to be concerned.
She sets down her now empty bottle of booze.
Booze.
I must go and tend to the family now. I shall leave planning for tomorrow in your hands. You are the professionals after all.
We leave at first light.
Very well. The family will be ready. Sleep well. And she heads out.
Then walk over to the head of the human tribe. Yeah, about 5 minutes after first light, head full sprint other direction away from, and I named the kingdom that we were kicked out of. Because there's a better than even chance that horde is going that way.
Right. I'll make sure everybody knows.
Ooh, that is a bit of a drive there, Kronos. Good night, buddy.
Have a
Night,
good
bud.
night.
Good
The
night.
horses still have their wand of magic missile, correct?
They do for the moment, yes.
Okay.
You're in your shell.
I'm asking
Shell
for
boy.
viewers. I'm perfectly happy with how that conversation went.
Shell boy.
Mmm.
Do you want to take 5 to 10 psychic damage?
I feel like he does.
That disintegrate happened the day before, so I'm at full health, right?
Oh yeah, you had a full rest.
I will take that 5d10
Okay.
from earlier discussion.
Ah, yes. So this is
Later.
after- yeah, this is later on. So yeah, Callahan, go ahead and roll your 5d10 fucking psychic.
Getting it.
You had to know he wasn't going to behave.
Oh, it's better though. Damage. Okay. 10, 20, 25, 30.
Like a champ.
Cool. He comes out. Get back in your shell for 8 hours.
Yeah, this is not, you're not doing that.
Oh.
This is a specific thing that happens later on in the night.
Oh. I see. Don't smother me in my trough.
So, anything else to take care of aside from Phil's bullshit jamboree before we move on?
Start discussing plans for... Yeah,
How do we get by the door? I can dispel it? It'll turn it off probably for a little while?
I don't think we know until we go there, do we? Looking at my bookish better half.
I would like to see the door before making that call. However, I do have a spell that is perfectly suited for getting around the door.
Question.
Such as?
With
Have you heard of the spell Passwall? We will make another door.
question. Real quick question. DM.
Yes.
Would they have knocked on my shell and told me to come out? to
No.
attend this meeting, or would you just have it with me in my shell?
You have not been helpful at all. So no.
Been
You
very
literally
helpful.
have not been helpful at all.
You'll do as you're told.
Jesus.
Would I still be listening from my shell?
I
though?
want
No,
to
you
be
can
friends
try
with
if you
you
do.
Okay.
If you do
and
the
throw
pet
friendly banter back and forth in Aquin, and you went and sided with the communist horses.
They're better than you, man.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you also just destroy our backup plan for getting away from the gnolls. So come up with one.
Horses?
It's on you now.
Okay.
Horses were the backup plan?
I have a backup plan against that with a horse.
With a horse? That
One
would be
that's
sad.
friendly to us, I can make a deal with.
I mean, they're friendly towards me.
We can't bribe unavacant horses.
I can't bribe a horse
Did you
who
tell me to
isn't
shut
here.
up or just go in my shell?
Told you to go in your shell. You can still talk.
Okay.
I thought he had. No, he told me to go to sleep.
You told him to go to sleep.
No, I told him to go in his shell for 8 hours and not come out.
You told me to go to sleep too.
I think there was a sleep in there.
Yeah.
Might have.
So I've already taken 30 psychic damage because I wasn't going to sleep.
Fair enough.
You know.
They never friendly to you, man. They put up with your horse shit.
So yeah, it sounds
Never
like
shit.
the general plan is to go see what the fuck you're dealing with and then deal with it.
Pretty much.
Sounds
Yeah.
like it.
All right.
We won't know what to prep for until we actually see it for ourselves. The gnolls can't tell us what the door is. The tribe can't tell us what the door is.
Well, the things are always with the gnolls, we banish the scary ones first, right?
Oh yeah, I should probably prepare a banishment.
Oh.
Before you go to bed, dear.
Yes,
Do I need something like
we
that?
shall. Yes.
I'm gonna take this because I might need to pray for other things.
What am I getting rid of for
And it is 10 o'clock, so time to call
Oh
off.
shit, is it really?
Yeah. It's
No,
been a
we
while.
did start late.
So let's go ahead and just get to the end of the night, and then we'll call it and resume on the 18th. So you guys finish up your planning, get ready, go to bed. Phil, you're doing a thing. Which one of these was the stealth? Which is a total of
Yes.
all right. Callahan.
I'm sleeping in the horse trough. I'm not hard to find.
What is your passive perception?
Oh, how do you calculate that?
8 plus your...
8 plus base perception, I think.
Okay.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought it was 8 plus your...
I know it's your perception base plus something, or it might just be your perception base.
Shane?
It's been 3 years since I wrote that article. I don't remember.
I look it up every time I make a new character. I never remember how to calculate that shit.
Google it.
10
We're gonna bring
plus
Google into
perception
this.
mod.
Okay.
Okay, thanks,
So we
Madclaw.
already did?
Much
Thank
appreciated, Mad Claw.
So it's
Question.
20.
Question.
Okay.
Because I'm observing.
Yes.
Are we
Yeah, I get
content
it.
at this point?
Yes.
How far away is the horse trough from where we are?
Considering that the horses are currently inside of the tent, I would assume that the horse trough is inside the tent, unless you're specifically picking one outside the tent.
No, I was just
All right. So
horse
yeah,
troughing.
they dragged one inside. He is apparent.
Is it within 30 feet?
Yes.
You can't be surprised.
Excellent. Don't make
I wasn't gonna...
Don't
I
make
wasn't
me
gonna
angry.
hurt him!
That's fine. I'm just telling you, he can't be surprised.
Okay.
Carry on.
So then you're gonna start rifling through his fucking pockets.
Yep.
Oh,
Hey.
I have pockets.
That's okay.
Where do you store your things?
Actually, my backpack would have been probably outside of the trough if you want to go through that.
Yep.
All right.
All right, if it's outside the trough, I can't help you.
Yeah, I mean, because she trusts people.
Lysandra,
for teammates.
I will give you a perception check at advantage because this is happening right next to you.
Oh. Probably take that one. I will take. So it will be 22.
All right. Roll an investigation check.
Oh shit.
It's in a backpack. It's going to take you a hot second. You got to actually find the fucker.
I love it when the PCs follow up with, oh shit.
We'll play with you. I haven't played with you all night. Be nice to me. Investigation, you said?
Yes.
15.
Okay. This is, in fact, the inside of a bag. There's a lot of crap in here. You don't know what the fuck is what.
I'm looking for a metal box that I saw him take.
Yeah, you know what you can't find in that bag right now? In the dark? After you've just taken 30 psychic damage?
Does your head hurt?
Would you like to make another attempt? He'll take another sleight of hand, another investigation, and he'll get perception advantage.
I think I'm good.
You're thievy for an Eldritch Knight.
He's actually surprisingly fucking stealthy. It's kind of concerning. So, shuffle through the bag, can't find it, decide that it's probably going to be pushing it too far if you keep going.
Oh, well, I'll go back into my burrow.
All right.
There's always tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. So you return to your burrow, and the next day at dawn you are all awakened. The gnolls are ready to move out. The
What did Frederick and Douglas say?
Frederick and Douglas.
I can't afford your rates, and I understand.
We understand and we appreciate that you went and out of the goodness of your heart made alternative accommodations for us. We talked it over. We think we're on board.
Can I get that wand?
The wand comes out. All yours.
Thank you.
You might want to wipe that off.
Just a little rinsage. Just a little bit. I'll leave all the feet here, because I'll have horses there if they
Pastrana has plenty.
Okay.
Our understanding is that you'll have two hitched up to your wagon outside.
Yeah. I'll do that. Anyway.
It wasn't always pleasant, but we do appreciate the gift of knowledge.
And
this
like
revolution
I said,
shall be global.
you have... That's alarming. Although,
You
then
really
again,
need to play Graveyard Keeper.
these land dwellers, they've had it coming, let's be honest.
The ocean will not bar our victory. Seahorses exist as well.
I don't know what the
That's
political
terrifying.
relations are with seahorses. So, but we're cool.
We're cool.
And don't let them take all your money at once. So, bye.
Have a good life.
So it's... And then I get underway.
So yeah, you all head off into the dawn, and a few hours later sees you cresting over a hill, and you can see in the middle of an immense open plain before you a 2-story watchtower made of immense stone blocks standing alone in endless nothingness.
Oh, it's smaller than I thought.
Yeah, same here.
And that's where we'll end for tonight.
Alrighty.
How big around is it? May not be tall, but has it got the girth?
30 feet.
It's not.
Girthy.
No,
I'm guessing
no,
that's
that's
like a
dimensional
watch tower.
Dimensional space. Almost
Or
no terrain.
gigantic fucking basement. Could be both.
Could be both.
God, I love our party. This is terrible and amazing.
I can't believe we spent at least roughly half the session sidebarred by the horses.
I'm gonna recharge
Congrats.
my staff.
You
as long
did
as
what
we're
was
here.
supposed to be like the first maybe
Yes.
hour or two in the entire session.
Listen,
That
we
sounds
know what
like
we're
us.
about.
I know what you're about. I had a great time. Communist horses are the best.
From now on, I'm going to talk with the horses before I awaken them.
That's a good idea.
See what their opinion is on it.
Maybe
It's almost like
maybe
this
win
is
them
a
over.
problem of your own making.
Maybe win them over before you
Oh.
grant them
I'm
knowledge.
in better company.
The fact that I
I've
went
got
with like Jamaican,
a no
reggae
racist
accent,
wizard.
The minute you said
I've
communism, I'm
got
like, I'm on the horse's
a
side.
churro.
There's
You're all
nothing
right.
I can do.
Of course I am, dear.
And
should treat
how
it.
did I get to null racist? You
Um,
asked me a very open-ended question about whether I had met dishonest gnolls, and I answered you truthfully.
I said, are all gnolls dishonest?
No, you asked if I had met a dishonest gnoll, and I said yes.
That is, in fact, what was asked and answered.
My better half is correct in his recollection of that particular incident.
I took a
That
lot
does
of
not
damage.
make me a racist.
You did.
You sound like
You
a racist.
got the shit kicked
That's
out of
something
you.
that a racist would say.
But I took it like a champ.
You did do that.
I mean, that's your opinion. I might want a second opinion from my gun.
Hold on. Let me just check this out really quick. Oh, power! Does he raise his fist?
No.
Just
Oh.
checking your reflexes. Watching you.
Elves are the fucking Nords of Faerun. This isn't gonna go that way.
Skinhead, huh?
Guys, thank you for coming in on this. Nathan will
Yes.
be here next week and possibly one more week because we have to finish this in 3 sessions. 'cause then you lose me.
I would hope not.
I will move faster once we're in the tower and the turtle is dead. Anyway.
Once you
can
guys are
move
actually
faster
doing
than
the
you
quest,
want
it should
awakening horses.
it should at least move more consistently
did
once
that
you guys
over
are
time.
actually into the
You
adventure.
did that at the start of session.
No, I asked him if
They
I could
were-
have already awakened them because as soon as I got the Staff of the Sea, I would have started awakening
And
horses.
then did
But,
that happen?
well, I mean, when I awakened the first one, was he a communist? Because I couldn't awaken them both at the same time.
No, not at the time.
Okay, so that's just the thing that
So
happened.
Poor
they
working
learned it from
conditions.
watching you.
I'm not a communist.
Poor working
Wait,
conditions.
actually, yeah, they learned it from watching me.
Exactly.
I learned it from you, Dad, and or unethical
I'm
creator.
good, but thank God, pizza in the kitchen.
Well, thank
Oh
you
my
everyone
gosh.
for coming to watch session 1 of what is now probably a 3-shot thanks to Callahan.
I did not. Your guys' battle took longer than mine, but also awakening
It
horses. takes a
absolutely did not. Our battle lasted 3 rounds.
while. Awakening horses took longer than I thought.
I
Now,
took 1 round to shoot him in the ass.
good night, Cinna. Thank you for the baklava.
Yes, thank you very much. Oh, Game and Chew, thank you very much. I'm glad we were entertaining for you.
Excellent. I'm glad you had fun.
Good to hear.
Learned it from watching you, Mom. Not Dad,
Have a
Mom.
good night,
yes,
all.
True.
Yeah.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.
Well,